But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Obviously, none of us won the Mega Millions because we're here today.
Right.
I say that because I watch a lot of Sunday morning news programs.
Sunday morning.
Was it Sunday?
Yeah, those are when those.
No, I mean, that's when we knew the Mega Millions.
Yeah.
I guess it was Sunday.
New Saturday.
All right, so then it was Saturday morning and Sunday morning, all the local news programs and then the national news programs. They were all using the same joke. Obviously, we didn't win because we're here today.
Yeah. I guess some woman is claiming she won in Baltimore, and there's a whole big fucking to-do.
Well, there's always a to-do. Remember when Jim Norton was thinking about buying these tickets last week?
I did.
Yeah.
We walked him through it because he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to get an intern to buy my tickets or whatever."
Nice.
We're like, "You can't do that because this shit happens all the time."
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to claim ownership of a ticket. So
Yep.
what's the story? This lady is claiming ownership?
She's claiming she has the winning ticket. Now, that's even debatable because she hasn't shown it to anybody, and she's kind of backtracking, but it might be for the plain fact that she has the ticket and doesn't want to kind of let it out. Well, she works at McDonald's. There's 15 other employees that she works with that she went in on for tickets. So they bought some tickets, and they locked them up in the safe at the McDonald's. But then later on in the day, Never. That's when they never.
He doesn't even realize how
it's hilarious.
He delivered that line perfectly.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's a comedic genius.
They gave her a little more money to go get more tickets, which she then took home with her, those tickets.
Right.
And apparently one of those tickets was a winning ticket.
Damn.
That's what she's claiming. But she's saying, yeah, I had the ones that I bought with the money from McDonald's, but the winning ticket was the one I bought with my money, motherfucker.
Why would she tell anybody?
You have to. It becomes public, I guess.
No, some of these states you could be anonymous.
Never.
Oh, you think they would know?
Never have to tell anyone.
If she just quit her job and then they saw her driving by in a Rolls Royce?
Yeah. Let me have a Big Mac, sucker motherfucker.
You learn shit. I learned about lottery shit. I don't care, but I mean, when the prize was what? 640 million or something like that.
Yeah.
Supposedly, some of these states you could be anonymous.
Yeah.
And never step forward. But Illinois, it's right on the ticket. If you do win, you have to make a public appearance.
Yeah.
See, I learned crap.
And she's
But maybe Baltimore is the
Maryland.
Well, she went in on tickets with coworkers, 15 of them, and they have the names in a safe.
Right.
So that looks bad, like when you have a bunch of people and you go in together.
Yeah.
And then the manager, those tickets are in the
Gives
safe.
me a smile because he knows that it's me they've been coming to see.
That's right. To forget that joke for a while.
Look, I know you want to beat the shit out of this lady. And I understand. I understand how you want to beat the shit out of this lady. We would all do the same fucking thing.
Just fuck everyone over. You got to figure it's
on.
$105 million, right?
Right.
And that's for her, $105 million.
And she has like 7 kids.
And yeah, of course, she's unmarried with 7 children too, by the way. And then she has to split it with 15 other people.
Right.
That brings you $105 million down.
Way down.
Quite a bit. And I think the $105 million.
$105 million, by the way.
pre-tax.
That would bring you down to like $7 million, if I'm doing my math quickly here. And then you got to go with the whole taxes and all that
You get
shit.
maybe
and
$4
then
million out of it.
But then the lump sum.
Yeah. Well, no, that's after lump sum. It's $105 million.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really
So
just.
It's easy to beat her up, but if you're the dude going to get the tickets and all of a sudden you see you got one of the winning ones, you're going to try to make some shit up.
Look, if you fucking.
Because you don't care about your coworkers that much.
If you decide you're going to be the person that goes down and buys the tickets for everybody, you're pretty much forfeiting your right to buy your own tickets at that point. Because you can't distinguish unless you give them to somebody else.
Unless they're in the safe. Unless you put all the tickets that you bought for the group. Hey,
Before
15 of us are in. Here's 15 tickets in the safe.
Yeah, and now I have my own.
Everyone goes and buys their own, too. Fair enough.
You can't just go through it. You think she went through her tickets and looked through all the workers' ones and went, well, those are all losers. Oh, here's my winning one. Or do you think she actually saw the winning one in that stack?
Well, you got to think. I mean, McDonald's, a lot of reputable people work at McDonald's.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
all these people are very trustworthy and on the up and up. McDonald's.
McDonald's. I works at McDonald's.
I don't blame her.
What?
Think of past jobs. Do you hang out with any of those coworkers?
Well, I know one person that wouldn't blame her. Erock.
You
know how he's fucked over people on the lottery.
Oh boy, has he! See, we had a situation right here in our office.
Yes, Erock
won $100,000.
100 G's
because the local lottery fucked up. It was what, a newspaper lottery or something?
Yeah, it was like a Daily News, right? They were doing one of those, pick a number things, and they do it to up their subscribership, I guess.
Right.
And he won.
But there was a misprint.
Then a bunch of people won. They realized, there's a fuck up here. There's a misprint.
There was a fuck up, so then it was a lawsuit and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they only wanted, what, one winner? And they ended up with like
I had thousands.
Was it thousands?
It was crazy.
How many winners were there?
Yeah,
Thousands.
It was a misprint. So they decided, okay, everybody that supposedly won, send us your ticket. It'll go in a hat, a wacky hat or something, one of those big cages that you spin,
right.
And we'll pick out a winner or a couple of winners.
A few winners, right.
And Erock was one of those people that won $100,000.
But the argument is, he got his numbers from the newspaper.
Yeah.
The radio show's newspaper.
Yep.
We've never jumped in on this.
Right.
The guys are fucking pissed to this day. But technically, we should have got our share as well.
Oh, it was community. It was a community entry.
It was a community newspaper.
And we're like, oh, we all won. And then we realized, oh, no, there's a misprint. And then Erock, he's the one that pocketed the
and he ended up buying a condo with the money and everything, which makes it hurt even more.
It's crazy.
And then he gave, the condo away?
He's done with it. Did
he sell it?
Castle Nagel.
No, remember we asked him about the condo, and he said, no, it's somebody else's now. And we were like, he's like, I don't have it anymore. And we were like, did you sell it? And he's like, no.
Oh, he kept it in the family.
He just gave it away, though. He doesn't need it.
Oh, yeah,
that's nice.
Erock.
He claims,
houses.
he claims, if you ask him, that it was a Sunday newspaper. He bought it.
Right.
But I've never known Erock to buy any newspapers.
Right.
No, he wouldn't know what to do. He'd probably go to the bathroom on them.
Yeah, he didn't buy the newspaper.
Or he'd fish off them. Big fatso.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Everyone tries to come up with a story, and I don't blame any of them.
Well,
be mad at Erock all you want, but there's a lot of people that would have done the same thing.
Well, here lies the difference, though. Erock was not brutally murdered by the coworkers. This woman, there's a good chance she might be.
Well, the boss said the manager had sent her for another ticket. Like they had the ones locked up, and he gave her $5 more to go buy more.
Right.
And it's like, fuck, that does take away your.
We're missing the obvious, though. Why? How hard is it to buy lottery tickets that you have to
send other people? Buy your own ticket.
Exactly. Just don't fucking have to. You have to worry about too much when that happens.
The whole group thing is that idea anyway.
That's so dumb. What do? They pull their money together and they go, all right, Margie, go get the tickets for this week.
Yes, we're checking the tickets. Everyone here in personnel put together their money. We pooled our money. Yeah.
When you could just at lunch go buy a ticket. Like, why would you do that?
Fucking Bach.
Because this happens every time.
All the time.
So what we got? 3 winners?
3 winners. Yeah, it might be this woman. Might not be. Mm-hmm. And then another one from Kansas. And another one from Illinois.
The Illinois person has to come forward. They have to.
Yeah?
Yeah, they have to. It's part of the deal. And, all right. Well,
see how this plays out.
They said over 1 billion tickets were sold.
Wow.
Over 1 billion tickets. And they said if they didn't have a winner, the prize would have been over 1 billion.
Yeah, over 1 billion. That would have been fucking cool. But at that point, there's so many people playing. The odds that no one's going to win, I think, is less than someone winning.
But think about it. Over 1 billion tickets sold, they only got 3 winners.
I know.
That's
amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you play this thing?
It's crazy, I know. Because somebody's got to hit it.
True.
It's just, I could never imagine looking at those numbers and being like, oh my God, they all match.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, when you check your numbers, it's like, it is 1. And you can tell just by looking quickly at it that it's not a winner.
Do you put yourself close to the story like I do? Like, they had the news guy outside the 7-Eleven, outside the Beltway down there in Maryland.
Oh.
And I'm thinking to myself, God, maybe if I would have fucking, I don't know,
gone there,
drove to Washington, maybe I would have stopped for gas there.
Get a quick pick, and then you would have gotten it. And
it's the famous joke. But were you going to Washington?
No,
well, no. But I've done that ride before.
Might have had to piss.
But it is creepy to see the store. All of a sudden, it's like, that was the store.
That's it.
All I had to do was be there.
Made somebody millionaire.
I bought them, though. I played my numbers.
Oh, you did?
I played my numbers. They were, I'll tell you what they are now because I'll never play them again. There was two versions. 20, 31. 42.
20, 31, 42.
No,
Because
I'll
someone's going
remember.
to play these now.
Yeah.
20, 31,
42.
40.
8.
No, 40.
30.
42, 52.
Powerball.
40, 42, 52. The Powerball, one of each.
Oh, right. That's right. You
wow.
got the
Look at
whole
you.
thing.
And then the
Wheeled
other one I played, I forget what it was. It was a variation of that because I saw the number 42 and it seemed too close. It was like 1, 20, 31. I mean, 8, 20, 31. But I played both and I played all versions. And then I bought a couple of. I spent $100.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't win.
You know people went into that 7-Eleven, the one they know where the winning ticket was sold, and they started taking pictures with the machine. People are idiots.
People are
dicks.
dolts. People are
That's the
dolts.
machine.
They took pictures with the winning
Gives a fuck.
machine.
Here it is.
I hope this pig didn't win though, because when you're playing with other people and then someone sends you to the store, you can't all of a sudden say, "This is my ticket."
Yep.
Can't do it. It's like you're going to lose in court.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I think she's in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
There were a lot of $100,000 winners, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
Ben and Lawrence, thanks for
What's that without the
without
the
the
Powerball?
Numbers without the Powerball.
Without the mega ball.
That's
without the mega ball. I bought 200 games, and I had the Powerball in 5. 5 of them, I had the Powerball number. And in those 5, 2 of them, I had one number in the game itself. So that's all. That's the closest I had. One number and Powerball number
Well, I picked.
twice.
I had the right amount of numbers picked. Like I did pick 5, and I did pick one Powerball. So there, I was right on the money.
You're right on the money there.
After that, the wheels kind of came off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, I think a few people did.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my tickets.
This guy goes, we used to photocopy all the tickets when we played in a pool, but I don't get playing in a pool. I can go buy my own ticket.
I guess they figure,
The odds increase with more
you're
people.
in there, you get
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
wins, and then you
Ah,
split
fuck
it.
that. What are the odds?
If each
they
guy
increase by how much?
If each of you guys, let's say that all of us do it, and there's 6 of us in this room, we all buy 10 tickets.
Right.
You get 10 shots, but you got 60 shots if fucking.
But then you get a lot less money too.
Yep.
But how would you
I would
feel?
take that chance.
So
How would you
relative.
feel if you went in and fucking we got nothing? And fucking dumb Sam or Mars won, you'd be like, why didn't I just? I was that. I would rather split money than be that close. And
All right,
Well,
then this
that's
is what
true.
you do. You do the pool thing, and then you do the individual thing.
Like that
Buy your own
lady.
tickets, like the lady did. She's
the
smart.
lady.
So now I believe her.
She didn't buy her own fucking tickets. What a load of shit that is.
the manager, one of the managers at Caroline's, works for the post office. He had a multi-year career, and he said one time, at a section of where he was, they would always play together. It wasn't his section,
Right.
and they won. He said a group they won like 20 million or whatever they won.
What?
But it wasn't his. It was some post office people. And he said they had to bring in grief counselors, like for people around, because they were
shit.
so fucking depressed.
Every night
To
you
be
go to
that
bed,
close
you're
to it.
thinking, I could have totally had a change in life.
Oh, there was one woman who would always collect the tickets for people,
Yeah.
but she had called in sick that day,
Oh God.
and nobody put her in. And then
God.
there was
wow,
there was regular
that's bad.
people who were like, "Fuck her," like 'cause we don't usually play with her. We're not splitting money with her.
And what? One of the winners bought one ticket, one single ticket. Damn.
One ticket. See, you buy a bunch of tickets. You do this. You do all kinds of strategies, pooling it in. One ticket.
I would
you
just
win.
go and buy my own tickets. I didn't really get into the lottery ticket thing, did you?
Nah.
I get scratch offs every once in a while.
Only when it's a huge prize, but
Get it for my birthday or Christmas or something weird like that. It's kind of fun. But
I get sucked into the whole fucking.
I never
thing
played
that
the
was
numbers.
going on over Friday. Everybody was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa!"
And I was poor most of my life, and still never played the numbers. Did you play the numbers when you were working, Joanne?
Occasionally, man, mostly just to get a scratch-off ticket when I was at the deli getting lunch.
Yeah.
But as far as like playing a lotto, no.
You didn't have like numbers like a lot of the people we're talking to
Nah.
right now. They have their numbers. You know that. And they're going to play their numbers until the day they die. They'll still be playing on their deathbed.
There used to be the lottery here in New York. Used to be you'd buy a ticket, and it was just kind of numbers that were already on the ticket.
Right.
Like you didn't get to pick your own numbers.
Oh, I know.
This is years ago. And the first prize was $1 million. And it was like, that was oh, my shit. God. Oh, my God. And then there was with the lottery campaign where they had a bunch of winners.
Yeah.
And there was one guy named Curtis Sharp.
Good old Curtis.
He had a fucking, fedora on.
Was he one of the first winners? The black dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He goes, I won $5 million.
Yep.
$5 million. And then they had a bunch of lottery guys in certain New York settings. So he was at a hot dog cart. And he goes, yeah, give me one with everything. And don't be stingy with the mustard. Don't be stingy with the mustard.
Is this it?
Lou Eisenberg was the other guy. That's right. Oh, let's hear this.
No, it's great. He still has his money today, doesn't he?
Does he?
No, of course not. He's broke.
From 85.
Is he really?
Child of the 80s. Should
He's probably
remember this.
dead at this point, right?
Hey, Curtis. Remember we hit New York's lotto for all those millions? Man, we were hot stuff. But now they got this new Lotto 48 Wednesday and Saturday.
Jackpot start and the millions.
It could really get big.
Makes us look like penny pitchers.
We gotta play Lotto 48.
Right. But first, let's eat.
2 please.
And don't be stingy with the mustard.
They stop at a fucking drive-thru, and he pops out of the top of a limo.
Don't be stingy with the mustard. Stingy. Don't be stingy with the mustard.
Whatever happened to him? Could you Google? I hope that they have their money.
Oh, Curtis.
No, Curtis.
I bet he was Curtis rich with it.
I'll bet he invested it smartly.
Maybe.
Oh, boy, no.
Let's see. What happened to Curtis?
Curtis had some problems.
5 prizes start in the millions.
I think he was homeless by 1990.
Oh, no.
I don't think it ended well for Curtis.
Let's see. Oh, Danny Ross would have had this up already.
Before we mentioned
Would have had it fucking up. Would have had the history of this guy. How could you not find Curtis Sharp's fucking lotto? What happened to him?
Sam's looking for Curtis Blow, the fucking rapper. Okay. Let me see. Turn it this way. You're not home reading.
Let me see. Known for his dapper, a three-piece suit, showed off millions, but his funds dissipated. The money's gone. Sharp, then 71, told the Daily News in 2009, I bought into a lot of things that went bad. Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
I lost in the millions.
Wait a minute.
Bad investments.
In 2009, he was 71.
Yeah.
The commercial we saw of Curtis, so that's, was it 85, 15, 24 years ago? He was only 47?
Oh, boy.
He was only 47 in that commercial?
Yeah, he didn't look too good.
I would have bet he was in his 60s already.
Oh, man. He knows what it's like to have $5 million and then not.
He had $5 million from 1980.
$5 million?
In 1985, $5 million.
Oh, jeez.
What's that worth today? $5 million from 1985's got to be at least $20 million today.
And don't be stingy with the mustard.
So where's he living in all that? Bad investment, so obviously he has no money. But
he should have been more stingy with his money.
But they could have been, it's amazing, 85. Can you imagine if he had a good guy with him? Like Shaq said, a guy who just told you to put it away.
Equity.
Or you invest in some fucking Apple stock in that in 85.
Now find out what happened to Lou Eisenberg. He was the guy that was with him. He was like one of the first lotto millionaires. Let's see, Lou Eisenberg.
But he seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Maybe. We'll see.
Or is that racist?
What happened?
Good with their money.
Let's see. Lou Eisenberg, 81 winner, now living in mobile home.
No, really?
When Lou Eisenberg struck it rich in 1981, winning $5 million in what was then the largest lottery payout ever, people started asking him for advice about money. All of a sudden, people were asking, Lou, what about this? What about that? Now 81, he recalled. It turns out he was the one who needed the answers. Nearly 30 years after picking winning numbers, all that's left are memories of his lucky day and the whirlwind life of TV appearances, cheering fans, and travel and luxury. The former millionaire now lives in a mobile home in Lake Worth, Florida, on $250 a week from Social Security. And
oh, my God, really?
Oh, boy. Let's see. What happened to him with installments? In November, he was making $225 a week changing light bulbs in an office building. with installments. He won $219,000 a year, $130,000 after taxes. Wow. Paid out over 20 years, but he was able to quit his job and buy a $130,000 condo.
That's nice.
All right. As fame grew, so did his spending. There were days at the track, trips to Europe and Hawaii, and dinners where the newly minted millionaire always picked up the check. Whoever needed something, I gave cash. I wanted to be nice to people. I had it, and I went with it. Easy come, easy go.
The next line, of course.
He said he gave a big chunk of his winnings to his second ex-wife. He married a third time, but that didn't last either. Oh, God.
What a dummy.
And by 2001, he cashed the last lottery check. He was broke. Eisenberg now spends time at the dog track in West Palm Beach, Florida, and still bets a penny here and there.
Aw.
Having survived 2 heart operations, he copes with the pains of arthritis and carpal tunnel syndrome.
It's probably from balling up his fist and hitting himself.
He said he enjoyed the glam life and has few regrets about spending it all. I wouldn't have done it any other way, he said. I wish I had $200 in my pocket. Now I have 18 or 19 bucks.
What?
Lou Eisenberg. I don't know. That's what he said.
Oh, boy. Poor Lou.
Poor Lou
What did he look
Eisenberg.
like? Because he looked nice.
He was Eisenberg rich.
He looked good. He looked like a CEO, that
81, guy. His fucking wife took it. Oh, God.
Are you still in on this stock?
Which one?
I'm not going to say.
No. What the fuck? No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm sorry.
How are you still in that? Isn't that like fucking
I forgot
17
about
years?
I forgot about it.
Yeah, man.
Finally popped.
I punched out at like fucking 35 a share years ago.
Very nice.
Years
It's
ago.
up to 64.
Damn, yo.
64.
You're probably still not vested knowing fucking Brucey Mittman.
Boys.
Boys.
This stock's going to come in, boys. We're not going to give you a raise. We're going to give you options, boy.
Man.
God, that's how we got our fucking raises back in the day. They gave us stock options. With no guarantee the damn thing was going to go up.
2 broke-ass motherfuckers.
But in 1985, they were living the high life.
Let me just hear him say that line again at the end of the commercial.
Let's eat. 2, please. And don't be stingy with the mustard.
But you have to break it down, because we've all fucking done some production and shit.
Yeah.
You know they were trying to get him to say stingy.
Say stingy.
And they finally had to go, all right, this is the best it's going to be. So stingy it is.
Is it in you?
Right.
Is it in you? Is it in you?
Why wouldn't they just try another word there?
Stin you? Stin you. Stin you. Don't be stin you with the mustard.
You think they try to have him do it in 2 parts?
I don't think they gave a shit. They thought he was fucking funny with that derby on.
Yeah.
His little derby, throwing money out the fucking windows of the limo.
Erock tweeted a picture last night that
Erock!
I want everyone to take a look at. Erock Radio for the people out there.
Oh, my God.
He's
what
with
the fuck happened?
He's with Mr. Cowhead on Twitter. And we like the Mr. Cowhead.
I like Cowhead, but I don't like the fat lobster he's standing with.
But stupid Erock is down there in Miami for WrestleMania, which happened last night, and obviously he decided to hang out by the pool before WrestleMania.
Fuck.
He has the worst sunburn on his face.
His nose looks so painfully red, and then his cheeks and his lips and chin.
His lips look like they're sunburned.
Yeah.
Think he just treated himself down there by the pool?
Boy, did he.
Oh, he treated himself.
You think?
Yes.
And then I'm trying to figure out what kind of sunglasses he was wearing, because he has giant white circles around his eyes. Not the little ones that you kind of get because you forget and you keep your sunglasses on too long. He obviously had like cataract fucking sunglasses on or something. Wraparounds, because he looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
But in the picture, he's posing like, I'm going to look good for this picture. I'm at WrestleMania, and me and Cowhead will get a picture together.
Yeah.
His dumb, pursy face.
He's
he's all fucking...
How slappable is that cheek?
I want to know why he got so fucking sunburned.
I actually do know. Because he's an asshole.
He won't answer his phone, but he did.
Why would he answer his phone? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He did tweet to somebody last night that he doesn't use any of that suntan lotion.
Bullshit, really?
No, he goes out with oil on and lets the tan burn in.
That's good. That's great, Erock. That's a great look you got going. Well, how about you at least take the sunglasses off, Dad? So you get an even face tan.
Oh, man, wait a minute. Yeah, it looks like he's more burnt on the left side of his face. And the right
the
side.
forehead, it stops.
You know he fell asleep with his head down on one side a little bit. Yeah. Oh, poor Erock.
And Mr. Cowhead got all dressed up for WrestleMania, huh? Is that the thing to do down there?
I guess. He's a classy guy, Cowhead.
Were you pissed you didn't go, Sam?
I was until I started getting Erock stories. Erock was not happy with his WrestleMania experience.
No?
Which has nothing to do with the company, right?
No, Erock.
He went on his own dime?
He paid for his tickets, yeah.
Right.
Couldn't they comp him a ticket?
I would think so, but I think he wanted the best possible tickets. He wanted the best seats that money could buy.
But they won't, with all the wrestlers that we know, they would, I guess they have families and stuff, but they wouldn't give him like a decent floor seat?
I don't know. I mean, they might have. I think he didn't want to take the chance, and he was taking his nephew. And there are also lots of celebrities and people who go to WrestleMania.
I've never gone to one. I would like to go once.
It's
the
fun.
best.
We did go. Like I'm trying to remember.
It's going to be.
What year did we go, Sam?
2000.
So Sam knows this.
Yeah.
2000 we were there. It was nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be what?
It's going to be in New York next year.
Is it?
Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium.
What year? I mean, what month?
April 7th.
What if it's cold?
Right? Yeah, it could be. It could snow.
So do they have to have it in April every year? It's not like the Super Bowl. It's made up. So can't they say, this year let's make it in May where we know the weather's going to be nicer?
It's the 29th
That's
year.
so stupid.
It's the 29th year they're doing it. They're not going to change the month.
But if you make up all the shit, then it doesn't matter.
What difference is it? Just do the Super Bowl a month later.
Why would you take the chance that it could rain or even snow? It could still snow in April.
Because it's cool. Why don't you play football in the summer?
What?
What are you talking about?
Different.
Sam? It's so different.
You're still sitting in the snow. It's not different at all.
You don't want people sitting in a rainy fucking stadium for WrestleMania. You just don't.
So then how come they play football in the winter months?
Because it's a man's sport.
You bundle up.
Yeah.
Then what's the difference?
You don't want to bundle up for WrestleMania.
Oh.
The difference is football, you don't have a choice. They have a set schedule.
You know what you're getting.
Who has a set? They made up the schedule.
It's a real sport, though, so they can't fuck with this, the set schedule.
They could just change it. It's made up.
No.
Somebody made up the
wrestling
schedule.
could change it. I'm not going to argue with you. My God.
It's just the schedule.
My
you
God,
can change it anything.
I think Vince is stupid.
He's not stupid. It's the same thing every year.
He came up with the XFL. Let's play football in the middle of winter. He's dumb.
Well, look,
now he's done with his WrestleMania in New York next year.
You don't know.
He's taking a big chance that it could rain or snow. And if it rains, it's going to be one of those cold rains.
It's going to
want to
great,
sit there.
Though. Yeah, but you're going to watch it on pay-per-view. It's going to be raining. Everybody's going to be sitting there.
80,000 people are going to be like, yeah, this is great.
Absolutely.
I love being fucking cold in the rain.
I'll bring a poncho.
Did Undertaker win?
Yes, he did.
20 in a row, huh?
20-0.
In WrestleManias?
Yeah, and he looks like Chuck Liddell now. He's got a shaved head with a mohawk.
Really?
He completely shaved his head, yeah.
Was Brock there?
No, but there are heavy rumors that he's signed.
So if he signed, why wouldn't he show up at WrestleMania?
Because everybody was kind of already talking about it, so it would have not been a big surprise that it could have been.
It wouldn't have been exciting if all of a sudden he walked out?
Well, I mean, people are already buying it, so they might save it for
somewhere
tonight.
else.
Yeah.
Somewhere needed.
Yeah,
I see what you're
save
saying.
it for TV ratings tonight.
Fair enough. But fuck all that. What? Erock is pissed off?
Well, Erock got there, and he paid like several $100s for each of the 3 tickets that he bought.
Oh,
How
God.
much?
Like, I mean, he told me $1,200 for the 3 tickets. Wow. But I've been told that he was underestimating.
Where does he get all this money from?
He's good.
He's so rich.
He's good, man.
It's the Nagel's fortune.
He's got rich parents or something?
His family's got a little cash. He's very well paid here. He's taken care of. So
because $1,200 plus the flight down, plus hotel rooms, and Erock.
I think he made
as much as we beat him up. He's a generous guy, so he's probably taking care of, whoever he brought to WrestleMania. So he's bringing a lot of pocket money as well.
He's definitely brought pocket money.
Do you think he wanted to buy things there?
Yeah, he probably did. But he also bought a house this year.
A Nagel always pays his debts.
But I believe that his brother took care of airfare and hotel.
Yeah.
And he took care of the tickets. That was their whole deal.
All right, so what's the problem? Why is he mad?
Well, he paid for the second floor section, right? Because like the first 5 rows are like $1,000 a ticket. He wasn't going to do that. Mm-hmm. So he's like maybe 30 rows behind on the floor. but the seats weren't raised at all. So he couldn't see a thing.
Because it's a football stadium.
Like,
did it sell out?
Yeah, they set a record. I think they had 78,000 people there.
Jeez. Wow.
78,000 people.
The WWE.
Yeah, they set a record.
Still real to me. Damn it.
Damn it. I think they're going to try to get 80 in.
What's it start, 8 o'clock?
7.
It starts early now.
And there's a buzz right before that happens. There's fucking electricity in the building.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
they do stuff for a week beforehand, in Miami.
As much as I make fun of it, I really enjoyed going to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
they put on a great show.
I want to do it once.
Do it next year. So 30 seats back, 30 rows back, obviously you can't see shit.
No. And
so he went all the way down there to watch WrestleMania on a big screen.
On the big screen.
Everybody was talking about The Undertaker's entrance, and he said he didn't know what he was wearing. He couldn't see anything.
Oh,
He couldn't see the entrance.
He thought he was going to get a great seat.
And if you're in the stadium seats, the actual stadium seats, you can see everything perfectly.
Right. And he was sending me
Those
photos.
floor seats are so overrated a lot of times.
He was sending me photos. Like the first photo, he was like, "This is where I'm sitting," and it looked cool and everything, but you could tell he had his arms up way to take the picture.
Right.
And then he sent me another picture. He was like, "Unfortunately, most of the show I'm watching from here," and he sent me a picture of him facing with his back to the ring, facing one of the big screens.
Oh,
what a
God.
big jerk.
We couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
What a maroon.
But why haven't they figured out how to put some kind of platform, that elevates very slightly?
Yeah.
They do something like that at the Garden.
Yeah, I think they do, right?
Yeah. They could bring in like
Just
subtle.
a slight ramp.
But the floor is the floor, though. Like, when you're on the floor, it's like the garden floor goes back pretty far, so does the Meadowlands.
Right.
And then the risers come up, but before the risers, you just are on the floor.
And they want to fit in like this
Oh,
is
no?
WWE.
Travis is saying no.
No, like I've been to certain shows at the Garden where I've had floor seats in the back, and they do put up risers. So there's the floor, and then when it gets far back enough where it's like, okay, if these people are level
Behind the soundboard?
yes, behind the
Okay.
soundboard, it becomes risers.
All right.
They definitely should add risers for this.
But
from what Sam's saying.
WWE is all about setting these records. So, like, they're trying to fit in as many seats into that stadium as possible.
Right.
Because, they were bragging. They were like, there's been Super Bowls here, and we beat it. But that's because the football field is so big that they can't fit in as many seats.
Oh, no, of course. Giant Stadium, they'll easily get 80.
Yeah.
I think U2 shows have done 80.
Why not Texas Stadium? It's bigger.
I think they're going to try to do Dallas for 30 and do 100,000.
Can you imagine?
I think.
For 30?
That's
For
crazy.
WrestleMania 30.
Who will wrestle in it?
Who knows? I don't know.
Who would wrestle it?
But I mean, like, who will they use, you think?
We don't know who's hot. It depends who's hot.
The assumption is that Brock will have a big match at WrestleMania 29 next year.
Well, I know that, the results, of course. I was happy that CM Punk. I mean, I like Chris Jericho, too, but I was happy that he did well. And I would have been happy if Jericho
spoiler
won.
alert.
What happened? CM Punk won?
He retained the WWE
Yeah,
championship.
What happens to Jericho now?
I mean, he's still,
Dude, look at the script.
Jerk. Jerk. I was trying to go with a joke, and I failed miserably.
Oh, shit.
Well, don't forget, we have,
Jericho.
of course, The Rock
Oh, boy.
was victorious over John Cena.
How do you know all the results?
Oh,
I'm a
man.
big wrestling fan.
You are.
Were you
I think
watching?
so.
Yeah.
You didn't watch.
Yeah.
Well,
There was all that bumping and leg stuff.
somebody was trying to ruin my WrestleMania experience by tweeting me jokes while I was watching it.
Texting him.
Oh, yeah, texting me jokes. Yeah.
That's great. So Cena won?
No, The Rock won.
But that's dumb because he has to go back and make
Yeah.
movies now, right?
Yeah, I didn't like that The Rock won.
Yeah, what's he going to do? He's not going to be able to.
Was it a
not
good
nice.
match?
Yeah, it was a good match. The
I
Rock
can't
will
wait
be
to
on-
hear about it on the shit show.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Well, the reason we brought this up, Ant's right. Who gives a fuck about the results? But Erock's experience was completely ruined. That's what we really want to talk about.
logistics
Thank you, Ant.
behind it.
Thank
the
you.
Erock thing, that.
Holy
but as
fuck.
far as the results
all
go
of a sudden,
and
I'm
everything,
like, I'm listening to
I ain't
wrestling
getting
results.
into that.
But I'm curious if the match was good. The Rock
gives
hasn't
a
wrestled. I want to know what
Two
happened.
sweaty men throwing each other around.
Ant's absolutely right.
Did they do the
Talk
whole
of-
people's ankle thing?
Oh, God.
Ant's right, though, man.
Enough.
Maybe a couple results really quick. Yeah, all right. We could handle that. But
Yeah, the big story.
the only
that was
reason we
it.
brought this up was because Erock had a miserable experience. I want to know more about
he's
his
all
miserable
burnt.
experience.
Why don't we
Well,
answer his phone this
Is he
morning?
is he home?
He's a dick.
No, he's still in the hotel in
We
Miami.
should call him.
We
Call
tried.
what
hotel?
I don't know what hotel. Of course, he's not going to tell me what hotel.
Erock thinks he's a privileged member of the Opie and Anthony show.
Fucking guy.
Your whole job is if you go away, you're going to be woken up by
Answer the
us.
fucking phone.
Too fucking bad.
Exactly.
Try him again.
That's his whole gig.
Sorry, bitch.
The badness didn't stop there for Eric, though.
No, what happened?
Well, he's texting me. He texted me during the Hell in a Cell match, and he goes, they didn't use the cell at all in that match. And I go, what are you talking about? The whole first part of the match, they were on the floor throwing each other into the cage. And he goes, oh, I couldn't see any of that part. And then at like 9:45, I got a text from him. And he goes, dude, the stadium ran out of food.
Oh, my God. Why does he make it so easy?
Come on, he did.
Yeah,
he texted
Maybe
us.
they saw him coming to the concession stands and went, holy fuck, let's shut down for a while. We can't handle this order.
He was so pissed. He started texting like,
At 9:45, didn't that mean it was almost over?
no, it ended at 11.
Man.
All right, so another hour. He could have waited an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you have your meal by then if you're going to eat at the stadium. It started at, there's a pre-show at 6:30.
How much ice cream and treats do you need?
Oh, so
Yay!
much.
Pin the man. Pin the man.
You think he rubbed the ice cream on his face.
You think he was getting up multiple times for treats?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
they're probably splitting it. Or you go now and bring me back a Diablo pretzel with 40 cookies on it. Yay! Pin the man.
Just waddling up the aisle.
Waddle.
When I went to SummerSlam with him a couple years ago, and the big thing was Triple H's comeback,
Yeah.
Erock missed Triple H's entrance because he was getting multiple pretzels.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
But he texted me, and he said his brother lapped the entire stadium. Hot dogs, but no buns.
That's the most exercise a Nagel has done in decades.
Right?
Hot dogs, but no buns.
What?
Nachos, no cheese.
Preposterous.
Ran out of hamburgers, chicken, and cups for soda.
How about you have something light?
Yeah, get
Oh,
get
man.
a bag of peanuts.
What a light snack. A
God.
carrot.
A carrot,
You
please.
think he was eating poorly at the WrestleMania?
Oh, yeah.
The only time he'll eat a carrot is when you put it flat in your hand. A sugar cube chaser. Yes, horse. Poor Erock ran out of food. That's tragic.
Wait, so far he had to turn his back to the fucking ring to watch WrestleMania.
Watch the show on the big screen.
Maybe that's what happened to his face. He was bobbing for French fries. That old gag.
That's a good old gag, though, man.
Oh, and he loves celebrity pictures.
Yeah.
Andy Garcia was there, I guess, near him, and he went up to meet Andy Garcia, but his camera ran out of battery.
Boy, he just fucking...
Why wouldn't you have the fucking camera charged?
Yeah, fully charged.
Doesn't he have a phone with him?
He tweeted that his camera ran out of
So
battery.
how about you
his
take a
phone?
picture with the phone?
He had no picture with Andy Garcia.
He's a dolt.
Then, on his way out, he said he was just waiting in traffic for all this time, and I guess everybody was, because apparently there's only like one way out or something.
Oh, my God.
And there was 78,000 people just trying to get out in
That's
one.
the worst.
That's why I will never stay to the end of any event.
Yeah, so-
I leave early because I can't fucking take that kind of traffic.
Because I love when you leave a game early and people have to go, oh, assholes leaving early. They have to make a big deal because you're leaving
Fuck
early.
you.
I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
I ain't gonna
This
sit
game is
there.
obviously over, and I'm not going to be in a parking lot for an hour. Yeah, call me an asshole.
It's everything I hate about driving. Is traffic. There's people that don't know how to like get in, and there's other people don't let people in when it's obvious you have to at a certain point. It's dead stop. I hate it. I got to get the fuck out of there. Oh, believe me, there's been plenty of times I've left like a Yankee game or something, and you're in the parking lot and there's no one else there. You get in your car and you're just hearing "Wah!" from the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
I won't leave.
It does have its
Look,
downside.
I won't leave during a World Series game. I've never done that. And I won't leave if it's close and I think, they're going to pull it off or something like that. But if it's a blowout, shit, I'm fucking gone. Yeah. Why am I staying?
We went to
Go ahead.
We went to SummerSlam in England in Wembley Stadium when I was a kid.
Wembley.
Oh, I wish there was a song written about you from the empty seat.
Jesus.
There's
I wish you were dead.
I got it.
He figured it out.
There was like 89,000 people there.
Wow.
And we ended up parking just on some field. Like they just threw cars on there.
Yeah.
We were my dad was driving us out of that parking lot for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Just sitting there after this long wrestling show.
He must have wanted to kill you.
It's fucking
Because
insanity.
he didn't go for himself.
No,
he must
and
have wanted to kill you.
I get all freaked out, too. Like, I start thinking, like, there's no option to this.
I'll never leave.
Like, there's no option where I could go, all right, you know what? I'm just going to put the rotors up and fucking helicopter my ass out of here. I wasn't going to, but you are stuck there for the duration, period.
Yeah.
Done. Oh, it's fucking tragic.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So Erock had a shitty time.
And
we couldn't be happier.
He was all excited because Mike Tyson was there because he was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Right.
And they had Mike Tyson doing a signing at their fan fest.
Yeah.
Oh.
And beforehand, Erock said he was going to get a Mike Tyson autograph.
Right.
But of course, Mr. Lazy got there just after Mike Tyson had left.
Oh, no.
Do you think it was his laziness?
Definitely.
Well, no, it's because he fell asleep in the sun,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, he had to get in some pool time.
No, is it true?
I want to know about his pool time. And by the way, he didn't take his shirt off. It's only his face that's
Oh,
burnt.
I know. Yeah, he was laying out there.
God.
Is it true Mike Tyson was signing 4 autographs at once? I heard that.
Oh, boy.
How?
I don't know.
I just heard it. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. But it's a character for the show.
What? I didn't say anything.
I don't know.
It's just a character.
What?
What? What
I
happened?
just heard that somewhere.
Sure, he was just going one at a
They
time.
probably had 4 pages lined up. And
Right,
one,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I meant. And then he'd give those out, and then the next 4.
Right.
Exactly.
No, I don't know for sure.
So is Erock answering his phone?
No.
Fuck. That's his job around here. We don't need him for any of this other crap. Anyone could do his job.
Maybe
This is where he shines when we wake him up.
his voice is
When he's
probably
on that
sore.
picture.
He yelled a lot.
Yeah, he's probably chanting for The Rock.
Go Rock, pin him.
He's probably chanting Rocky all night.
Oh, no.
Do they
he
chant
wasn't.
Rocky?
Rocky. And then
No,
the
they don't.
the other half of the arena goes, Cena, Cena.
Don't, see what you're doing here? You're trying to bring it back
That's right.
to where we'll hear this on the after show.
Oh, please.
Look at that.
Not on the after
after
show.
show.
Not on the after show, please, no.
That's the fucking show that comes out of the fucking vagina after the real show. Ew, look, a bunch of after show. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good. Should make a
Terrible.
promo out of that. All
man.
right. Well,
yeah.
we
Well.
should have Erock on right now.
We should, and we would if he
once again,
wasn't such a fucking
let's down
asshole.
the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does he get mad when we wake him up?
Very upset, very angry.
Why?
He doesn't understand why he gets picked on when he's not here.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. I tried to tell him. Troy got picked on last week hard.
Oh, he can't function before his first cup of lard.
He likes a cup of thick, and he warms like candle wax. We can just eat it slowly.
But could you mention in the next meeting, Sam, that these guys have to be available to be woken up?
Available.
It's part of our show.
I'll bring it up on Tuesday.
Please.
Direct
order from Opie Anthony and Jim Norton.
guys.
You got to be available to be woken up.
Yeah, it's
you're
part
not-
of the fucking show.
Come on.
Part of the show is if he was sitting in that room right there.
Right. All you gotta do is leave your phone on ringer instead of vibrate.
Yes, please. Erock tweeted a picture of a great parking spot he got. Can we go to his Twitter really quickly? And then we'll fucking go to break and move on to other shit.
Fucking Erock.
You were getting texts during the WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was getting some wrestling jokes. I guess they were wrestling jokes.
Probably really good, right?
Chip apparently is a wrestling fan, or he says he is.
Got something in common.
All right, here's his...
He says, "Now that's a parking spot." That was the last positive thing he had to say about his WrestleMania.
Oh, my God, he
experience.
doesn't even know how to park right.
No, he's terrible at it.
Wait, what?
He's close to the stadium, right?
Right, like he's
That is
parking.
the dumbest... I don't
he's
know why
parking by
people
the
do
entrance.
that.
You don't want to be there.
I am first car at the exit, and I'll sacrifice the walk.
But you know what? That's the difference. Erock.
Why do people do that? I've never understood that.
Because Erock's never had a moment in his life where he's like, "No problem, I'll walk."
Right. That's true. The walk is
So
the
that
problem.
doesn't even come into his his brain that if I park near the exit, I have to walk, but I'll be the first one out of here. I won't have to wait 2 hours in the parking lot.
He goes, "Look, there's a parking spot up there. I could have the machine do the work for me and take me to there."
Oh my God!
And that's it. It's like my WrestleMania experience is doing great.
You're just tucking yourself in where it's going to take forever to get out of there.
Of course, it's the worst parking spot.
I never understood the people that do that, but whatever. Go ahead. What else did he tweet?
Man.
Let's see.
Erock. Met Andy Garcia, didn't have his camera.
Yeah.
It's just him rambling.
Fair enough.
Sun Life Stadium Complex is a horrible facility. Poorly designed, poorly run.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nagel has spoken.
Somebody changed his tune.
that's right.
You know, he sucks. As
Why
much
is
as
that?
we make fun, WrestleMania is a huge, big deal, and we had a guy that was there, and he's too lazy to keep his phone on.
I had him give the WrestleMania, tell me what was going on in Florida yesterday on my show.
But why wouldn't he think of like calling in today and talking about
this is a massive
adventure.
event. 78,000 there. How many on pay-per-view?
They were saying, like, they don't know yet, but they're saying this could be the highest.
But you know the numbers ahead of time.
I mean, it'll be millions.
But like tens of millions?
I don't know.
Where are we at?
all over the world, right?
All over the world, yeah. They're saying this could be the highest watched wrestling
And we got a
show
guy
ever.
that went and he turns his phone off.
I mean, Rock Cena is arguably the biggest match of all time. Arguably.
Yeah, and he was there and he's not
That's
picking up his phone.
arguable.
It is
Come
arguable.
on, the classics. Some of the classics.
I
How
would say-
about
which
Bob
we won't talk
Backlund against Chief Jay Strongbow?
Oh, yeah.
you like the
Which
Chief.
we won't talk about here.
Well, then, sir.
When does Prince Nagel get back to Castle Numbskull?
Yeah. What time does Operation
All right.
Dumbo
Yeah,
Drop
still
commence?
got meat curtains, thank you.
We're gonna make it hurt a little more now.
What time do you come back?
I think this afternoon or this evening.
Oh, great. So we'll talk about it tomorrow
Yeah.
when no one gives a fuck.
Right.
That's good. Who's that?
Oh, that's Kid Chris.
It is? I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Well.
Eric must have been in paradise. He was hanging out with wrestlers and radio
Why does
people.
Eric have a mean face on?
I don't know.
He's probably trying to do the Sam Roberts face.
Jeez.
I don't know what he's doing
Is
there.
his number on the outgoing message? I don't want to give his number out.
Who's that?
J-Dubs from the Hideout. He's just going around taking pictures of the radio people.
Why?
Oh, God.
He loves radio.
But,
He really does.
But why do you take pictures with guys like that?
He's a student
Why
of
would he
radio.
answer
Say
his phone?
hi and hang out, whatever. Enjoy yourself. But
Yeah.
He's tweeting pictures of other radio.
Why is he
Rock
like sleeping in this morning?
It's
He has to. He was all excited. The young boy goes to the big event, so now he's got to go sleepy and dream about it.
I bet he's asleep with his hands at his side and his shoes are still on. And his
Yeah.
big dumb face is in a pillow. Half-eaten
just-
ice cream sundae.
Oh, he's just thinking about it. He's
A 98% eating ice cream sundae.
He's dreaming he has a good seat.
This is not like his honeymoon. He's not on vacation. This is a travel day. Get the fuck up, fatso.
Exactly.
Plus,
Call us.
you called him on his honeymoon, so even if it was
gives a
like his
fuck?
honeymoon, it would be okay.
Man.
What? The honeymoon thing was 10 minutes out of a week.
He was
Come on.
so pissed.
I bet.
So pissed that he didn't quit the show.
Is that the goal?
Yes. All right.
Yeah. Let's eat, huh?
You want to eat?
I'm pretty hungry.
All right, we'll figure out what to do next.
I would like to hear about Sam's bachelor party when we come back.
Oh, do tell.
I'll bet that was an evening of a few regrets. I'll bet that was an evening of naughtiness. What did you do? I bet that was an evening of a lot of naughty behavior, a lot of some boys being boys. You.
Uncomfortable.
I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about this?
I don't know. Did everybody make like a little pact? What did you do?
Stop touching me. Yes, there's no pact.
Oh. I bet it all. What happens in the Oh, I don't even want to say where they went.
Whoa.
Might be a big secret.
Ixnay.
Come here. No, let me tickle you.
Freak. Can you imagine actually hanging out with people like that?
Yeah. You know, come on, fess up. Get over here.
A lot of craziness.
Hey, I bet it was nonstop. Because I saw you. Well, I don't want to give it away till later. Tickle.
Jimmy's getting up and just tickling.
Trying to block him with a chair.
I know, I'll do that. I hit my heart on.
I'll talk about that. We'll talk about how Chevy Chase is an asshole.
Yeah.
We were trying to bring that up to Gillian. It's Gillian, right?
Gillian.
A lot of people think it's Jillian, but it's Gillian.
Oh, it's
Gillian
Gillian.
Jacobs. Yeah, it's Gillian Jacobs. We've hinted that we know that Chevy's an asshole, and we know they all know that Chevy's an asshole, but none of those people are talking yet. We've heard things from certain people that we can't really name because we promised we wouldn't. But now it comes out that Chevy is indeed a big fucking asshole.
Oh, Jick.
And there's a phone call from him that is pretty good to listen to.
By the way, did you guys go to a club after called Neck Pimple?
Oh, man. Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, is that what happens when glitter gets on your neck? Sam has a fucking
gremlin growing out of my neck.
Oh my God, it's a kickball.
What happened?
That is.
Did you try to dig it out?
Conjoined twin.
Yeah, I tried to.
I pinched that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I squeeze all pimples.
Want me to do it?
No.
I squeeze and pick all pimples. Get that pus out immediately.
Didn't help anything.
I don't give a fuck. I have tiny scars. I don't need that shit on my body.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk about something next.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Morning, everybody. It's Monday.
Hi.
Hey, really quick, Ant. The Knicks did some douchey thing to their fans. The New York Knicks, of course.
What did they do?
Very douchey. Almost scumbaggy.
Scumbaggery?
Some
scumbaggery?
Some scumbaggery.
Oh.
You got this Jeremy Lin, right?
Who's he?
Well, he's a phenom that came out of nowhere, and
a phenom.
I might have been a little wrong about the Jeremy Lin because I don't know if he's going to live up to the hype, that 2-week hype that happened with the Jeremy Lin. But he is a good point guard.
He's lingered.
He is lingered.
Lingered.
There is a chink in the armor. That would be his knee.
That's
he has a knee injury, and
for that.
I might have been wrong about the hype, although he's still a good point guard and all that. But I did say on this very program that the one thing I was worried about with Jeremy Lin, the way he plays basketball, he could get injured, and injured bad.
And?
Because he's always cutting hard left, cutting hard right, and he plays very physical, and other teams have been trying to like push him around the court a little bit, right?
Blow that knee out?
Well, it turns out he's got a knee injury, right?
Oh, no.
And the Knicks sort of said Jeremy Lin's got this knee injury, but he's kind of playing and whatnot, they basically what happened is last Wednesday was the deadline to get your Knicks playoff tickets.
Oh, man.
It was an actual deadline. If you want to see the Knicks in the playoffs, you got to get your tickets by Wednesday, last Wednesday. The Knicks knew as the deadline was looming that Jeremy Lin was going to be out for the season.
But
they didn't announce it until the deadline passed.
Exactly.
Because they're taking advantage of this whole Jeremy Lin thing.
Yeah.
So then everyone buys their playoff tickets, and the Knicks are still a good team without Jeremy Lin, by the way. They waited. Everyone got their playoff tickets, and then they announced, I think it was over the weekend, like maybe Saturday, I think.
Oh, boy.
That Jeremy Lin is out for the season.
But he also bought himself some more time because he doesn't have time to fall apart now, so he kind of still was looking okay when he went out. So next year he'll still be interesting.
True.
You know,
oh, no, he'll come back from his injury. But the fact is, the Knicks kind of used the whole Jeremy Lin thing to make sure everyone was going to fucking sell out the Garden for the playoffs,
Of course.
I guess.
That's exactly why they did it.
And I guess he needs a little surgery, and they're saying he could possibly come back if the Knicks make the second round of the playoffs. So kind of a dick move, man, if you think about it.
But, I mean, you know, if they're sitting there thinking, well, you know, you're going to make some money.
They don't give a fuck about their fans at all.
Yeah, no, I know.
They don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, you're right. But it should be pointed out.
Bunch of bastards.
Should be pointed out.
Fucking bastards.
Glad you guys made it in this morning.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I thought you guys might be out for a couple weeks.
Oh, jeez, he's chasing Sam around the studio, tickling him.
You don't like, that's Josh.
Josh?
Yeah.
No. We can't keep track of all these.
That's his name. Josh, yes.
But we don't even know Edgar yet.
Goodnaturedly.
Goodnaturedly?
Well, we don't know Edgar well enough for you to introduce a new character. You're confusing everybody, sir.
I like pig foods.
Very serious cookie.
Yes, they are.
Made for grown-up taste.
Yes.
Well, when I got word that
that
the guys were going to take Sam out because he's getting married in like 60 days.
I'm glad that they didn't invite Josh Goodnaturedly.
Goodnaturedly.
You got less than 60 days, sir.
60 days.
Yes.
Man.
I'm not going to lie to you. When I got the word that we're getting together for Sam's, bachelor party, I guess officially, I was like, this is going to be so fucking beat. The guy doesn't drink. The guy doesn't eat steak.
Oh,
and I'm thinking the guy doesn't even want to go to a strip club.
Right.
And then it comes out that they're going to hang out at Jim Norton's show. And that doesn't stink, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking bachelor party, we're going to hang out at a Jim Norton show.
Stinks for a bachelor party.
Little weird.
And I heard you guys were coming, and I saw Anthony on Saturday, but I didn't know that you guys were. I felt terrible after because I gave Anthony a shout out. And at the end, I fucking see Opie and these guys and Sam and his family. Like, I had no idea you were there. I was really fucking embarrassed. I didn't shout out.
My dad felt like he was shouted out, though, because you had a buttermilk joke in.
But yeah, I know. I do a buttermilk line, and I literally, I almost said it's the world's greatest treat, but I didn't know you were there. I would love to have said that with him in the fucking room.
By the way, you had a great set.
Yeah, thank you. It was a phenomenal
great set. The middle guy was cool, too. Who's he?
Annie Letterman was first, and his name is Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
The show I thought flowed well. Everybody was good and different.
He should get props. I didn't see the girl because I came in late.
You came in late. Oh yeah, I forget his last name.
But
Sam.
He's great.
Funny.
He was really good.
He was pretty funny, and we all had a good time at the Jim Norton / Sam Roberts bachelor party.
Yeah.
Very well behaved for a bachelor party, by the way. I didn't know they were here. I didn't hear that they were here. Where were you guys sitting?
We were
outside.
We were sitting.
No, we were towards the back-ish. It was
no, we were the first table, and up.
Definitely out of
the usual.
That's the
table?
perfect place to be.
Yeah, it was good seats. It was
If
just
you were
not in the
looking
light.
out at the audience, we were just slightly to your right.
Okay. I only saw Dummy because he was like a little, as you're walking out from the back.
Yeah, they put me in
the
like the
first
corner.
two seats to the
You were in those seats?
Yeah. I kind
The
of
side seats?
I don't mind that seat. It's like
No, they were actually. Yeah, they were like right by the curtain.
Yeah, that's cool.
To back up slightly, and it's quick. I went out to Long Island for the dumb Easter egg hunt that my cousin puts on, and I call it dumb, which is stupid because we had a really good time. And then I came home, and I was tired. I got a kind of a slight sore throat. I'm laying on the couch after we ate, and I go to my wife. I'm like, do I have to fucking go to this thing? And I'm thinking, because it's going to be beat. Sam doesn't want to do anything for his bachelor party. He doesn't, like I said, doesn't drink, doesn't eat steak. They're at a Jim Norton show. I've seen Jim 100 fucking times. No offense, Jimmy.
I'm a very fun person.
And Jimmy said, don't get confused. Jimmy fucking rocked. He's so ready for his special.
I was laughing my balls off.
And she's the one like, you got to fucking step up. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You missed the pre-comedy cocktails.
Where was that
at? Hey, spike mine!
But even I thought that part was even weird because I'm like, Sam doesn't drink, so why is everyone going to a bar before the Jim Norton show to have a few drinks?
Yeah, get nice and loose. Let the evening. Hey, what happens in this place stays here. Let me shake your chair.
A little pre-show, right?
Just because I don't drink doesn't mean other people don't.
That's true.
Look, I'm wrong, is what I'm saying in the end, because it was a great time. I had a lot of fun. I was very surprised. Your brother put on a nice shindig.
Oh yes, he did.
So then we ended up at should we say the place?
If you want to, it was a gentleman's club.
Went to a gentleman's club.
Gentlemen, you better use that in quotes. Go on, get out of here.
Using the term loosely,
I'm not a fan of that fake gentleman crap though, where everyone has to check their coat. The doorman has a nice long fucking
his trench coat on or something,
but really nice and
suit jacket.
And they suit jackets and they got hats on. It's like, look, man, half the people in here want to just make cumsies in their pants.
Check your coat.
This isn't
your
a
hat.
gentleman's club.
They don't like hats in there,
right?
No hats allowed at the
no hats,
place.
no coats.
And I didn't even realize you're not allowed to even pull out your phone.
They don't want people snapping pictures of the ladies.
Sam had to tell me, like, dude, they told us, like, don't fucking even attempt to pull out your phone. I didn't even know because I went to the bathroom while they were getting seated.
Yeah, they don't like that shit.
My fiance's dad got yelled at for doing it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Which one? The one that...
Her dad, not her stepdad. All the dads were there, too. I was wondering if that was going to get weird. But it wasn't weird.
Yeah.
It is weird when dads show up.
Yeah.
Well, someone asked protocol for the dads.
Uh-oh.
And I said to somebody, I'm like, look, man, when my brother got married. We had a bachelor party at, I think it's called Slate, the pool hall, and then you could rent like a side room, and that's where you get the strippers to come in. My dad was getting lap dances, and he didn't know the protocol, so he's just grabbing the girls and stuff.
No.
He figured, look, he's not stupid, he's old school. He figured, look, if there's a girl half naked on my lap, I'm going to take advantage of this and squeeze some shit.
Yeah.
And we're all looking like, yeah, you should. You're in your 70s. Fuck it. And the big bouncer dude that comes with the girl almost fucking started in with my dad, which would have been an ugly problem because my brother has some fucking crazy friends.
Yeah.
But he had to be told to keep his hands off the girls.
Your hands to yourself.
I don't like that.
I loved it, though. I'm like, right on.
Hilarious.
Man. So I brought that up. I'm like, protocol is everyone here gets a lap dance.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was going to be weird for me to get a lap dance while sitting across from
Jance's dad.
Yeah,
he seemed cool though.
Yeah,
but he was
the
totally
girl's
cool,
dad always a little awkward.
Right.
Her father wasn't like, I couldn't believe. He's like, come on, let's go get a little stinky on our fingers. I'm like, what?
Stinky.
He said that. He was like holding his hand up to my nose. He's like, come on, let's get some stinky on our fingers.
Guess who this is? Guess who this is?
Yeah, and then your dad is like, fingers. And then he held up his fist. He said, man up.
Yeah.
Two fathers really bonded.
I didn't see that interaction.
Some of the fathers got lap dances.
Yep. Not all though. Not the
main father.
Not the birth. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Jerry chose not to have a lap dance.
Who's Jerry?
He's my dad.
Oh, your dad? Okay.
Handlebar Jerry.
Handlebar mustache rides.
We were working.
Right?
Who, by the way, is a great guy. In the end, he's a great guy to talk to. But we tried. He just wouldn't go with the lap dance.
Kept
thing.
refusing the girls.
Why was he refusing?
I don't know.
You can't have Sam seeing him like that. It's embarrassing.
He probably likes weird stuff.
Oh,
like what he probably likes is to put a belt on his neck with a foot in his mouth and jerk off into his belly button. Just something totally inappropriate and creepy that he didn't want his son seeing.
On the way home, he said he was just an old man. He's done with it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Were they totally nude or no?
No, they had their bottoms on.
Oh, yuck. Oh, okay.
Their bottoms on.
How was the lap dance? Did they touch during the lap dance or did they stand 10 feet away?
No, they touched.
How was it?
It was good.
Did you get a rod?
Rod?
No.
Ew, why?
You know.
Well, I don't.
What, you would instantly get a rod in that situation?
If a girl rubs her ass on my fucking cock right, like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, I can fucking
That's
shoot.
the motion.
Yeah. I'm surprised you did.
Back, forth, repeat. Was it weird looking at your dad, though, like looking at girls like that?
No, because he didn't really do it. Like, he was just like talking to them like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, yeah. No,
He snuck
I'm
a peek
fine.
at some tits.
Of course he did.
Right in front of his face.
I'm sure he did, but it was like every time a girl went over to him, he was just like talking to her like she could have just as easily been his daughter or something. And
God.
Sent her on her merry way.
We got Sam a lot of lap dances, and at one point, one of the ugliest girl in the place decides she needs to sit on my left knee so she could talk to Sam. And I guess in most instances that would be very sexy. My leg was fucking killing me.
Was that the girl that we were sending from guy to guy?
Yeah, because she had a butter face. Her face was horrendous.
She asked everybody in our party.
I don't think anyone went for it.
I finally was like, all right, somebody else will pay for it. It was average.
How much are they, $20?
$20 a song.
Yeah. But they get you for the two.
It's always $20 a song. And
they
always do.
They get you for the two, though.
Yeah, they pull.
That was two songs. I'm
More?
like, what?
You want one more? You want one more? They always give you that line.
Yeah, and I had a friend there who was like, he'd obviously fallen in love with the first girl who gave him a lap dance because he was in for 3 songs. And
jeez.
It just kept going and going. I was like, he has no idea what he's doing.
And the funny thing is, like, the move is, these girls want to get you into the champagne room.
Right.
Where
back in the backpack room,
where more shit goes on, and it costs you a few more bucks.
That'll cost you like a fucking C note.
But
back there,
nothing happens.
Huh?
No, nothing
but
happens.
I was saying, Anto, that's the line though. Like when you're hanging out with in general regular people at a bachelor party, it's accepted to see everyone getting lap dances. But when you make that move to when she grabs your hand and goes, "Let's go," you just can't.
Did you get one?
What? I didn't go to the back room. No.
You need a lap dance?
Oh yeah, I got lap dances.
Wait, are the lap dances there?
They're there, yeah, in front.
Oh, because some places just have a room where you go to.
Oh, I was right in front of everybody.
Okay.
But they're all trying to get you into the back room. But you're like, you can't. That's the line, though.
Opie was turning down some of the girls at first, but I was like, I wanted to make sure everybody God, at least
you want to
something.
make sure all parties are guilty. I hear you. Guilty men tell no tale.
He's got him again. He's cornered him. Now he's trying to tickle him.
But so like after.
But you would look like a scumbag, is what I'm saying, to get up with one of the girls and, and she leads you into the back room in front of people that you normally just see at a barbecue every once in a while.
But the girl gave
and you come out with like glitter on your face, shit stain on your nose.
A shit stain.
You would have gone off into the private room?
Without a doubt. I would have came on your on your jacket sleeve.
We all would have been having a good time, but you would have been.
I would have been MIA. Where's Jim? He's fucking trying to come in his pants.
I told the girl who gave Opie the lap dance because she was asking me who should I go to next or whatever, blah blah blah, and I pointed to Opie and I was like, well, that guy right there is the one who has the most money of all of us.
Boy,
and she wouldn't leave him alone.
She just wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, once the vultures come over.
Oh, my God.
That's it. They smell that money.
And there was also a guy there that, let's just put it this way, Santorum wouldn't like very much.
No, not at all.
Santorum would have hated one of the people in our party, if you know what I mean. And
homosexual.
And he was, but he was a trooper, and because we kept pushing and pushing, and he got a lap dance.
He ended up getting 2.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a big laugh going on, and I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. There was a big laugh going on because someone asked him if that turned him a little. And this person said, not in the least.
Yeah, I was talking to him.
Which I don't understand.
I
just don't like the parts.
I know, because I'm
it's amazing.
I get you're gay and you're into something else, but you are a guy in the end, and that doesn't turn you on at all.
You're saying like you could see why the guy would love cock, but why can't you?
But why can't you? But why can't you?
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
sure, a good-headed cock.
But why can't you see how fucking just beautiful a naked girl is?
I asked him specifically. I was like, so while that was happening, were you sitting there going, I don't understand this at all?
Right.
Or were you like, this isn't my thing, but I get it now?
Right.
And he said, I was just sitting there wondering when it would stop because I was bored.
Isn't that the weirdest?
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's
bored. I just can't wrap my head around that.
That's so gay.
Yeah.
I could use it in that context because it is.
Yeah.
Gay.
And that's the gayest ever.
And then he told us, like,
guy's gay.
Because
super gay.
These women are convinced that they are just the hottest fucking things on earth, and the certain stripper was trying to literally turn him in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I think she said, I got gay friends, you're not gay, and was really trying to work. I guess that would be a huge accomplishment for a stripper,
like,
right?
No, you don't understand.
It's a home run.
Right.
This
in the
is a
end,
guy who loves dick. You don't get that.
In the end, the stripper lost.
Yep.
There was no turning of the gay gentleman.
No. That's a racket, though, over there. And the $10, everybody was ordering $10 beers and then going up to the ATM with a $10 surcharge.
$10 charge on the ATM. Yeah, $10 beers.
Yeah.
And then the chicks are constantly coming over to just try to rape you for money.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean? Wait. Are you saying that a strip club
yeah, right.
was overpriced?
Wait a minute now.
Come on, guys. Let's not.
And then I had my one friend there who was like trying not to spend money. And I was like,
oh, really?
Where'd you come?
That's
like,
not the place you go to be
just
economical.
Kept telling girl after girl that he was broke and didn't have any money.
How much did you?
He had enough money to get a train ticket home.
Yeah.
That guy.
That's what he said, yeah. And she was like, where are you from? And he was like, Connecticut. And she was like, oh, that's not far. And he was like, it's a far fucking walk. Yeah. He's got a wedding coming up, too. He's probably got no money, but yeah, he didn't want to spend anything.
It was fun, man. Good time. They hammered me with my drinks. I was hungover for the first time and probably since my son was born, to be honest.
How long were you there for?
I left around 1-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys made it to 2, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tapped out around 1.
Yeah.
Pounding headache when you woke up?
Dude. I tweeted, hell on earth is simple. Being really hungover and having to wake up early because you got a kid at home. My kid's almost 2. And he's ready for the fucking world, man.
He's not hungover.
He's ready for the world, and you can't reason with a almost 2-year-old.
No.
I was miserable all day yesterday.
And
I had 4 hours sleep. He gets up around 6.
And then it had to be the day that you had to watch him all day.
Yesterday was the day I had to babysit him all day. All fucking day.
What, do kids have to be at the office The fuck are they waking up so
my
early
God.
for?
You got to
Well,
sit
look
them
at the
down and
time.
go, look, this is inconvenient.
Oh, my
Yes.
Explain what inconvenient
That's
is.
what I should have filmed. Me trying to reason with him. And I walked around all day with a pounding headache, just wandering around my neighborhood, going to playgrounds and just trying to survive the day.
Did you want to just go back to bed?
Oh, God.
Did he want you to go back to bed or no?
No.
He didn't think it was nap time?
Oh, God.
He didn't give a shit, did he?
No. My wife came home around 6, I think.
6 p.m.?
PM?
Yes, it was an all day thing.
What time did she leave?
10 in the morning.
Oh. And was your kid was probably sleeping, though, until, like, noon?
No.
No?
6:30. 6:30, he was ready to go. Now I understand why people stop drinking when they have kids. You just can't fucking do it. Some people figure it out, I guess. But in general, kids... Kenny told me a long time ago, because Kenny used to drink a lot. He told me. And I go, when did you stop drinking? He goes, when I had kids, because they don't understand hangovers. And he just realized, fuck, I can't do this.
Was that the first time you've been hungover with him?
Yeah, I'm first time been hungover since he's been born. 2 years.
My dad didn't realize that. He was hungover, and I go in there and be like, shut up. Don't bust my chops.
Yeah.
Bust your chops? Yeah. It was always, apparently I was always breaking his chops or something. It's busting his chops. I don't even know what that means.
You know how sad my tolerance is? This is for Anthony. 1 beer at Caroline's and 1 Dennis Leary, which is a delicious drink they offer there.
Oh.
And then I had, and people are going to laugh at me, 2 lousy, strong gin and tonics at the strip club. That's it. That's what knocked me down.
And you were done the next day.
Yeah.
Slow gin fizz.
Oh, God.
Was that your drink of choice
No,
back in the day?
isn't that like
Slow gin fizz.
Isn't that an old lady's drink?
No, that's more a kid. It was like back in the day, it was like a kid type drink.
This was gin and tonic, and they've changed the rules at the strip club. They used to water down their drinks and shit, so you spend a lot of money trying to get drunk. Now their goal is to fucking hammer you.
So you spend all your money on a fucking...
Right.
On
So they want to hammer you. So, I mean...
That's where they make their money.
I felt like I was drinking pretty much straight up gin.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's all about getting you back there to pay for the dances, because the club gets a cut of that.
I don't miss drinking. I really don't.
No.
It was fun. I had a
like
blast.
the
Don't get me
hangover?
wrong, but that hangover shit I'm done with it.
Dude, the drinking part's fun.
Yeah, always.
The hangover,
always.
That's the bad one.
What else happened there, Sam? I'm trying to remember.
I was wondering if my sister's husband got uncomfortable with my dad being there, and he's more like a conservative guy too, because he left early out of the strip club.
Who did?
My sister's husband.
Yeah.
And my dad was there, so I don't know if he's still like worried about impressing my dad or something, because he wasn't feeling it. He didn't want to be around all the strippers and stuff.
Why? He's probably a pig.
You knew he couldn't control himself.
Probably a pig.
I bet he was afraid one of them would come over and recognize him. Go, oh, you want to rub your helmet on my foot for $40 again?
He's been there many times before.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's favorites and everything.
Yeah. So I guess you're ready to get married now. That's what happens.
That was the end. That was the last thing, right?
Where's Jess's bachelorette party, though?
Jess says she wants to like get trapeze lessons or something for her bachelorette party.
What the hell is that about?
Dork.
Uh-oh. From who?
That's what I
that's
was
true.
saying. That's what I told her. Like she said she didn't want any strippers whatsoever at her bachelorette.
I guess that means I won't be invited. I'm kidding, Sam. I don't strip. I know that.
That means she
my
really
goodness.
wants strippers at a bachelorette party.
Uncut.
You think so?
Uncut.
Yeah, they're gonna do that on the QT. They're gonna play the whipped cream game.
She doesn't want to.
That's horrible.
She doesn't want to realize the mistake she's making. Like she doesn't want a guy with like a fucking real bulge to come over, because then she's like, oh,
A
no.
real bulge.
What am I doing?
Yeah, that's what they can look like.
I didn't know they grew them like that.
No, I hope there's nothing vulgar going on at her bachelorette party. I'd be insecure.
How long did it take you to realize that was a small room?
What do you mean?
There's mirrors everywhere. I thought I was in a giant room.
Oh, really? Yeah. You're like, wait a minute.
That mirror shit works.
Maybe this is like 10 by
I thought I was in a
25.
warehouse. It was not much bigger than this room. Twice the size of this
It
room.
was a very small place.
I thought it was giant.
They put mirrors, and they keep they kept the lights very dim, so you didn't notice all the stripper
standard
juice
operating procedure.
smudges all over the windows.
Juice.
I mean the mirrors.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be in a fucking library. Oh, quick. I'll be your fucking ass on me near the Dewey Decimal System.
Would you be able to recognize one of those strippers outside that place?
I was thinking about that. I think
No fucking way.
I think there's one or two I could.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not by the face. Come on. Keep it under your hat, Sammy.
Oh, boy. Oh, Josh.
Was it the two that were lezzing out?
I liked seeing that.
Lezzing out.
You did?
I enjoyed seeing that very much, yeah.
For the
I
people,
liked a lot of
for
the
the people
girls.
that question Sam, he's all man. He knows,
Thank you.
He knows how to handle a fucking lap dance
Thank
like
you.
a fucking champ.
Yeah.
You didn't get a boner?
No, I mean, there was some blood that was rushed down to that area, but not a full-on erection.
Did it leak at all?
I thought
No.
blood leaking out of the fucking
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
it sounded
Of
terrible.
course you didn't get a boner.
I leaked blood before I become erect.
Did a little pre-cum come out?
No.
A little sticky leg?
No.
Oh, my God.
But they treated me very well. I had many lap dances.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We tried.
Yeah.
That's what the boys are there for.
Would you
know?
hate it after Jess's
Pay for your
bachelorette
shit.
party if she said, look, we're going to have to wear condoms for 6 more months, even after you're married?
I would be extremely upset by that, yeah. And
Would you have gone in the back room?
Um,
None of us really pushed it on you.
if somebody had paid for it,
That's a yes.
I guess. I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you paid for it.
Yeah, it's the champagne room. It's
know
an
what it is.
champagne.
I hate you, Josh.
More people on Twitter. It's not babysitting when it's your kid. You just don't understand. You just don't get it.
You differentiate parenting and babysitting. When you're teaching life lessons, you're parenting. When
There
you're
are
just there
times
as a supervisor.
There are times you're absolutely babysitting your kid. Period. End of discussion. Like today,
Yeah,
I'm
people
not.
don't like when you say that.
Well, today I'm not babysitting my kid. We'll do a whole bunch of little things today. We'll go to the playground. We might go for a bike ride. We'll do all sorts of fun stuff. Yesterday, it was babysitting. I should have got paid. Holy fuck!
Did he have a lot of energy all day?
Oh my god!
Yeah. You weren't in the condition to give him any life lessons.
I so understand when people get a little goon army with their kid.
Come on, we're going home.
I don't do that. I want the record. Nah, I won't do that.
You walked around a lot?
Yeah, you got to remove yourself from situations. You have to fucking leave for a little while. They don't understand. I understand the goon arm, though.
Goon arm.
Oh, yeah.
Got a goon arm every so. No, you don't. I don't think I've goon headed once. Here you go. Meet the jukebox. Meet the cigarette machine out by the front door of the bar. Whoops.
And Club Soda Kenny gave me a big $5 to put in a lady's G-string, he told me.
Oh,
that's
did
right.
he call it a $5
No, that's something, but I felt like it was coming
Sounds
from
like
him.
something.
That's
Yeah.
old school, too. You don't do the G-string thing.
You don't?
No.
What do you put it, like in the thigh high?
You just hand it to him.
Right in the
here.
vagina.
Here.
Not me. I try to get in there, and I try to do this to the lips.
I didn't see anybody G-stringing in there.
There was one girl who was better than most of them she extended her G-string for me to place,
Oh,
you know.
yuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it the front part of the G-string so you could get a little peek?
I always try to get down there.
Get a little peek.
I try to knuckle walk down the pubis.
Knuckle walk. Like an animal. Jimmy's an animal. All right. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Bunch of nude women dancing
yeah.
on our laps.
And,
Chicks.
and no lap dances for Jerry.
No, my dad didn't want to lap dance.
You want to
Jerry.
show Bobby a little respect after
guess
all
so.
these years of marriage.
I guess so.
But he said, he goes, I don't. He
That's what
just
he said.
doesn't even.
He goes,
Doesn't affect him anymore.
I'm old at this point.
Oh God, he's probably so fucking out of control.
You think so?
Sexually, yeah. That he just didn't want to let the fucking, the gates open.
Yeah.
Release the Kraken.
Gotta sit there.
Yeah. It's like, oh, if my son sees me really go off,
Yeah.
it's over.
Find my gay friend to talk to for a while.
God.
So, what do you got going on?
He's just getting a lap dance, but he pulled his cock out. He's jacking.
He's the one who just starts grabbing and raping.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
I wouldn't think he
That's
did.
ridiculous. It's insane.
Your dad?
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like lap dances unless there's a strap on. Like, that's his thing.
You think that's what he's into?
Yeah, he likes the bobbing, like a glowing pink strap on.
I think so.
Tickle his stash.
I mean, I guess he wouldn't tell me, but I don't doubt it.
We should ask him.
He'll probably say no.
Is Erock picking up yet?
Stupid.
We are going to try to call him every minute today,
He's
right?
still not picking at 7:45?
Yeah, Travis says no, but they keep trying. And on this one, I trust Travis. I think
I know Travis is on it. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
All right. We should play that tape when we get back.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
NBC.
let's do that.
Anyone that thinks we're crazy and always smashing the media.
No, I don't think a lot of people think that, Jimmy.
But a lot of them
Some
do.
yeah.
A lot of them
Some do, maybe.
Yeah.
You'll always have some, but in general, I think people are with us. I think we've changed a lot of people's opinion about the media over the years.
I hope so.
Exposing a man.
And I'm proud of that, man, to be honest with you. Because NBC, they're saying they edited the Trayvon Martin 911 call.
Well, Fox called him out on it.
To make it seem like George Zimmerman was racist.
Yeah.
But it's a terrible edit.
You know,
Horrible.
I haven't
Misleading.
heard the edit yet.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst things I've ever heard a news show do. And it's like literally they want a fucking riot. And they don't even know they want that.
Yeah.
But I thought, like, this is why they're not fucking covering a black on white crime motivation. It's not just that they're closet racist. It's that there's no payoff for that.
Right.
They're going to annoy black people, but they're not going to get any reaction. Like, if it's a black on white crime, white people aren't going to protest and riot normally. So there's nothing for them. There's no fucking follow through. But this, when they show white on black, it gets blacks really upset. They know that the Sharpton and community activists are going to be there. They know there's going to be protests. There's a part 2 to the story.
And they shaped the story.
They shaped the story.
To make it worse than maybe it is. Maybe.
They are
I don't know.
fucking
I don't know.
disgraceful.
And you talk about irresponsibility in the media, you know, stupid radio guys get in trouble for doing an Asian accent or a dumb joke like Imus or what have you.
Yeah.
But the stuff the media, these guys are doing is, I would say, is way the fuck worse than nappy-headed hoe.
How I think I'm more edgy than these guys. I think I'm a lot more edgy than a lot of these guys.
So we'll play the tape next.
New Imus.
And we'll discuss this further.
It's going to annoy you.
I haven't
It's
heard
bad.
it yet.
It's
Good.
bad, dude.
All right, hit it.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Is this Kiss? Yeah. Kiss made an appearance on the
Country music, right?
Country Music Awards last night. They looked very out of place. I was forced to watch that crap because I agreed to live tweet it.
Oh.
But
Did they promote me on that? Because I wasn't involved with that. Why would they have promoted me?
I think so.
I'm hoping that's a mistake.
I think in the email or something they said that you were going to live tweet, that Ant was going to live tweet. I thought I was in good company, so I'm like, all right, I'll live tweet. And then I don't see any of you guys.
I was working.
I spent 8
I
hours.
don't see any of you guys.
8 hours marathoning Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Isn't it great?
Fucking great. Goddamn show is fucking great.
It's and there's only 10 episodes in the first, and it's like you can still catch up. It's a great show, man.
I want to.
That's not my thing either. Typically, Kings and any of that type of stuff is not stuff I like. But the acting is just so good. The relationships are great.
Yeah, it's really
violent.
cool.
The sex. Oh yeah, you saw the sex is fucking.
Fidget's great too.
He's phenomenal.
Really good.
I've seen a few episodes, but now I got to piece them all together. Because I've seen them out of order. I'll just catch an episode when I'm in Philly. I'll catch one over here, over there. I don't know what the fuck's
You got to
going
watch
on.
from the beginning.
But what I've seen, I really like.
Yeah, you just watch from the beginning. It's fucking.
And nothing wrong with a show that has
Great.
a lot of sex. Fuck.
Yeah, they certainly like throwing in
love
their
it.
gratuitous nudity and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the Starks and the Lannisters, and the Starks. He's like, "Yeah, get out of here with that sword," and the Lannisters like,
Hey, we got.
"Hey, talking short stuff."
Look at us.
And the King's over there like, "Yeah, what are you doing, King stuff?"
Going for me.
Little incest happening.
Yeah.
Hey, we should promote Bill Burr's coming on the show today.
Yes,
He is today?
We love when Bill Burr comes by.
Well, I didn't see that. What happened?
He's going to be here at 9 o'clock.
Let me see. Well, on show, but Bill Burr, 9 o'clock. All right.
I'm starting to become a fan of his podcast.
Bill Burr's very funny. Yeah.
And I'm becoming a fan of Jay Mohr's podcast. Mm-hmm. Jay Mohr does a really good job. I'm like, wow, I wish we could get that Jay Mohr on our show. He's very focused. He's very focused on his podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the ADD when you're doing your podcast?
That's because it's his podcast.
And now this will get back to Jay. You're being trashed. No, not at all.
Not
Me and Jay are very
trashing.
good friends. But he approaches it differently when he does our show, I guess.
My good friend Jay Mohr.
I like the ADD shit. But he doesn't really do that with his own podcast. He's like really focused.
What does he do on the podcast?
The one I just listened to was the Alonzo Bowden one. Bowden?
Oh, it's comedians. Okay.
And wow, Alonzo's good, man. I've always thought he was funny. I don't think we've ever had him on the show for whatever reason, and he seems to know a little bit about everything.
He's a car fanatic.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh. I don't know if he buys them or not. Like, I don't know. He might make the money to have a collection.
They didn't really talk cars for the most part. A little bit here and there, but yeah. Yeah, so Bill Burr will be here at 9 o'clock. Bill just does it by himself.
Oh, yeah. He just fucking goes off about shit. It's funny, man.
Just by himself.
Really funny.
There's a bitterness. And
how long is it, an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the people that are podcasting, do not do more than an hour. You're crazy. I got so many podcasts I can't even listen to because, those hours start adding up. Like Penn Jillette's was an hour and 42. He kind of lost me in his. Mm-hmm. Not in a bad way. I mean, he's very talented, obviously. But I need an hour. An hour is perfect.
Definitely, an hour works very well. Very well.
Most people are in the car for an hour, whether it's an hour straight or a half hour and then a half hour later, and you can knock these podcasts off.
Yeah.
NBC edited the Trayvon Martin 911 call to make it seem like George Zimmerman was racist. Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And their dicks are fucking swinging in the wind. They're doing an internal investigation. Really? To see what happened?
Are they?
No, there's no bias, though. I mean, we're crazy. There's no bias in the media. It's only Fox. You guys are right.
Get a load of this.
You want to play the tape?
This is scary shit.
Because it could happen to any of us. It could happen to any fucking person.
What do you mean it could? It did. It has.
Well, I mean me. It didn't happen to me.
What was the one clip they used during the homeless Charlie thing? It was Ant.
Right.
But it was out of context. It was like, holy fuck, seriously? It made it way worse than it was.
Speaking of harmless Charlie, I saw him. He was out at Caroline's Friday night. He was outside, and I told him, well, come down. While I was signing merch, and he came down, and we talked. He's doing well.
Oh, there you go. You got a picture of him.
Yeah, I photographed so terribly there.
Well, no, because you're very white and he's dark.
But it was good to talk to him.
Stupid Erock will take that picture and make you look really weird.
Yeah.
Erock's done it to a few of my pictures. It's like, I figured I would fix the tones a little bit.
Well, that happens when you photograph with black people.
I know.
There's a flash.
Like really weird.
Is Erock picking up yet?
Where's Erock?
Still no Erock, really?
Yeah, man.
Well, it's only 8:02. He's probably sleeping in.
Why think of the show? You go to a big event like WrestleMania. Why would you check into the show you work for?
Unless he's on a 6 o'clock flight.
No.
I doubt he would have a big WrestleMania night.
No, he's going to take
and then get up at a 6 o'clock flight. We called him 5 minutes ago. He didn't answer.
He's going to fly nice, like 2 or 3 this afternoon. Yeah. He's going to sleep in. He's going to get a little fucking room service.
Yeah, sure.
A few snacks on the way to the airport.
He's taking his time for sure.
A Cinnabon while he's at the airport waiting for his flight.
Imagine if you wore that shirt to WrestleMania. People would think you were the shit.
Would they really?
Yeah.
SS McMahon, I don't even get it.
They wouldn't know who it was.
Oh, that's the famous shirt.
Yeah.
From, what's his name's Bachelor Party.
Condition. It's a little wrinkled because it was in a thing, but it's an amazing shirt.
If I saw somebody wearing that shirt, I would immediately know it was Shane McMahon. Because it says, especially at a wrestling show.
Yeah.
I would tell.
All right, let's do this. So, the Zimmerman thing, what NBC did, this is scary, man. Ugh. Radio guys get in trouble all the time for being irresponsible, but this is way the fuck worse. There's going to be riots over this fucking thing, so you got to be careful how you report this.
Exactly.
Just give the facts. Don't spin it.
You have to be careful.
And Hannity, whether you like him or not, did a great job. Anyone out there doesn't like Hannity, on this one, he did a phenomenal job. They were 100% right to call NBC out.
Yep. All right, let's play this. So what are we about to hear? Does Hannity set it up and all?
Yes, Hannity does a little setup. It's NBC playing the edited clip, and then they play right after that how it was in
for real,
out of in context.
Who on NBC?
I think it was on the Today Show. So
Jesus.
They edited the clip. Yeah, it's probably some fucking production guy backstage though.
Is that Matt Lauer's show?
Matt Lauer is the host, yeah. Sarah Palin's going to be hosting that show.
Why would Sarah Palin host it?
Well, Katie Couric is hosting.
Stupid.
I saw that movie about Sarah Palin. It was actually pretty good with Ed Harris and Julianne Moore was amazing.
She was hot, too.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore's hot.
Especially as Sarah Palin.
I'm trying to think about that for a second.
A lot of freckles.
I saw her in that weird lesbian movie.
No.
What was that movie?
The Kids Are All Right.
Yeah, The Kids Are All Right. Where she was lesing out the whole movie.
Lesing out.
Was she ever hot?
Boogie Nights.
Well,
I'd have to see a picture.
I know.
Julianne Moore was sexy in Boogie Nights, and she was fucking amazing as Sarah Palin.
She's not a pig or anything, but...
No.
Yeah.
I thought the movie made Sarah kind of look like a dumb twat, but it made McCain look like a really nice guy.
But Sarah, she is a dumb twat. Why do we think she's smart?
I don't think she's smart, but she
knows how to work the media, so I'll give her credit.
She's charismatic,
but
they didn't. There's things behind the scenes that really annoy you about her, like the way she didn't prepare for that. Because even her, the old chief of McCain's campaign, Steve something, thought that Katie Couric was fair in the interview. She wasn't unfair. Sarah was just unprepared.
Of course. Let's play this.
And we're going to play the edited portion first. Then we're going to put in what they missed, which gives it an entirely different meaning. This is NBC News, Brent, and this is what they did at a time where emotions are running very high in this country. Watch this.
This guy looks like he's up to no good. He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie.
This case drew national attention after 911 tapes were released from the night.
So what do we just hear there?
He said, this guy looks like he's up to no good. He looks black. And then the guy goes, the 911 dispatcher goes, do you see what he was wearing? He goes, looked like he was wearing a hoodie. So he said, this guy looks like he's up to no good. He looks black. And then the guy says, what are you wearing? He goes, looks like he's wearing a hoodie.
Yep.
That's what NBC played.
Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch volunteer, shot and killed Martin, an unarmed teenager.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Martin's family says the problem with all of that is that police accepted Zimmerman's statements as the scene as fact and never gathered any more evidence that might reveal what really happened then.
This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Now,
holy
did you see what those fucking
right there.
scumbags did?
Unbelievable.
Shit.
How unbelievable is that?
I'm not even saying he's right to shoot him, but you could. The tone of one is so much different.
Oh my God!
He looks like he's on drugs. He's looking about.
Yeah.
He's much different than
he gave more detail.
Then he was asked what the race was.
He was asked what the race was. Not he looks like he's in trouble. He's trouble. He looks black. Those fucking scumbags at NBC.
Wow.
That should be criminal, man.
That should be. That should be criminal. You're
because it makes
absolutely
him sound
right.
like he's obsessed with the fact that he's black. He wasn't. He didn't even say black until he was asked what he was
asked.
That's a big difference.
Huge. It's like he was concentrating or just fixated on the race. That's what it sounded like. Like, he's up to no good. He's black. It's like, no, he was asked.
Right. Wow. Wow.
That's a bad one.
I think so. We got the Jay Moors on the line. Mr. Moors.
Yo, sitting here in my hoodie factory, son.
Oh, shit.
I was just giving you props on your podcast, Jay Moors.
Yo, I appreciate that, my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause me and my niggas try to keep that shit gutter, keep it real, for real, son. I tie that shit tight so only my eye holes be peeping out. Nobody see my motherfucking nose.
Tie that shit tight.
Word, Don. You can't tell if I got a beard or motherfucking mustache when I got my hoodie tight. That's my word. And my podcast is the truth. Me and Bill Burr. I don't know who these motherfucking pussies are on the top 10. We're going to knock these niggas off, knock these niggas out. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't it be fun to just talk like that all the time in society?
No wonder people are going black, man. This shit is fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Man. I'm at home alone holding my dick talking like this, man.
What's Jay Moore up to?
I'm just looking at the top 10 on iTunes going, who the fuck are these motherfuckers, man? TJ Miller and Cash and fucking Febreze and all these motherfuckers. What happened to Jay Moores and Bill Burr up in that top 10 in that bitch, son? We got a record. What happened to these motherfucking pests, kid?
It is bad. You gotta keep up on that shit.
Test these nuts, motherfucker. Shit. You don't let these motherfuckers take over. You only got no love for the road.
Oh, man. You're doing great, though.
Yeah.
I see you. You're up there.
I can hear Anthony reaching for his pistol right now.
You're up there all the time. Come on.
No, I've been in the last 2 weeks. I've not been in the top 10. It's all fucking. It's new ass hats.
What? There's always the new ass hats.
Look it up right now, and you'll know the new people, and you'll go, "What is this?"
Oh man, new kids on the block,
I listened last night. I listened to Bill Burr's rant on nerds.
Right.
Oh my god, it's fucking amazing about how nerds are like cool now.
Yeah.
Making fun of the Big Bang Theory. Leave it to like the Big Bang Theory. Have a show about autism and make it a comedy.
That's so true.
You could tell they're nerds. Look at their shirts. Like what?
Yeah, I know.
You ever see on YouTube when they play Big Bang Theory without the laugh track?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
so
fucking
uncomfortable.
It's really like most alarming
Yeah,
than any other show
absolutely.
I've seen without a laugh. Like they do it kind of with every show, but with Big Bang Theory, it's alarming because they're like they have Asperger's or something.
I get angry when that show comes on, and I've had the channel on. You know, maybe Seinfeld was on or something, and then that show comes on. I get angry. I'm just like, I can't get the remote fast enough. Turn it off.
That laugh track.
Anthony's Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
And I'm Ted McGinley.
Ted McGinley. Fucking Ted rules.
Fry lambdas running television.
The stupid laugh track has fucked up some comedies, man.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
They had one on the Flintstones, you know.
Did they really?
Oh, God, yeah. It's the worst. I hate the Flintstones more than I've ever hated another show.
But isn't it like cartoony and just like
stinks?
It never sounded like a real like laugh track, right?
No, it's a real laugh track.
Oh,
It's a regular old laugh track, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Flintstones blue.
Hey, Jay, who's that?
As a kid, I was so stupid. I was like, how'd they get people into that cartoon audience?
That is stupid.
Who's going to be on your next podcast?
Gosh, I just choked my coffee. That's so funny. That is stupid. Matt Paxton's up right now, your buddy.
Yeah, Matt's great, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man. And you know what? When I first had him on, he was singing your praises like a year ago.
We all just lap each other's assholes. It's amazing. We're all just,
you just gotta
making out.
He's
with
the hoarder.
asses.
He's the hoarder guy, by the way, for the people that didn't make the connection.
Blorders. I prefer blorders to hoarders. Animal blorders, then I like animal hoarders, blorders, and hoarders.
What's a blorder?
Black hoarder.
Oh, yeah, you don't see. Well, you do see a lot of those, I guess. Not as many as white.
My wife goes, is that somebody that hoards black people? I said, yes, that's exactly right.
Exactly.
Hey, Jay Mohr, as we talked about the Knicks recently, me and you, private conversation. What do you think now with the Jeremy Lin out?
Here we come, 8 seed. Here we come. Same as last year.
Wow.
You know, it's interesting that the coaching staff seems a little cunty that he decided to get surgery. Like they think he's a puss.
Oh, they think he should play it out.
Yeah, toward
Walk it off,
get out
Dick.
there, put a brace on and fucking run it out.
But people have to understand, this guy doesn't have a big contract yet.
Yeah,
he's got to be very careful because if he blows out the knee where it ends your career, he never made the money. The guy was sleeping on the fucking couches a mere month ago.
Could be back there.
Calm down. You're an hysteric.
You're an hysteric.
And I heard on your podcast, I didn't know this. I learned things from Jay Mohr's podcast. He was
educational.
He was sleeping on his brother's couch, this Jeremy Lin, right? And then Jeremy Lin's brother had company and had to tell his brother, "Beat it, stupid." And then he went to what's his name's couch, right?
Landry, I can't play in the fourth quarter. My life depended on it field.
Yeah.
D'Antoni used to let that kid start. He'd play about 4 minutes, and then he'd pull him and just say, "You go get a hot dog or something." You know, you're done.
You're done.
The kid would be 3 for 3, hit his free throws, just sit him on the bench. Same with Woodson. Kid can't see the court, 4 shots a game. Meanwhile, J.R. Smith's 0 for 11 and 0 for 4 in his free throws. He plays 40 goddamn minutes.
Yeah, but J.R. Smith's a gangster.
Yeah, but I don't need a gangster out there. We did that already in '96. You know what I need out there? I need ball players. Oh, you know?
Your Oakley take was good, too.
Yeah.
This means nothing to anyone.
Jay knows a lot about
people don't
sports.
like fucking basketball talk, I guess, but I enjoyed your Oakley.
Let's really isolate people. First of all, Doug Waite. We can blame Doug Waite for the further downfall of the Islanders. Because if you remember, when I hosted the NHL Awards, I said, when you're the coach, what specifically can we blame on you? And he said, power play. I'll be in charge of power play. And, well, they suck balls. So, Opie, you should film throwing your tickets in the river again.
Wow. Well, I mean, I thought they should have fired the fucking coach, but whatever.
Dougie Waite coach. Hockey and basketball talk. What else? Why don't we talk fucking World of Warcraft and really start?
I know, man.
I mean, I'm a blood elf female, and I roll with the Horde.
Yeah, you probably relate to more people that way. Tell you the truth.
My gamer tag is your mom's box 11.
All I'm saying about the Jay Mohr is he always has a very good take on sports, which is very different and very real.
My take on the Knicks is, in a nutshell, it's the same as the L.A. Kings. Something about putting that uniform on turns you into a mope.
A mope?
Like, you look at the L.A. Kings lines and you go, this team should be a fucking 3 seed, not Nashville. Like, how the fuck are the Kings so bad with Dustin Brown and, you know, Carter and Penner and all these? Penner won a Stanley Cup. He has 6 goals. How the fuck are you a grown man with 6 goals? Like, what the fuck? You might get a piece of fucking property out of this, Henry. I had to dial it back. My kid's sleeping 5 feet from me, and I'm sitting here doing Pesci impressions next to the crib. Poor guy.
Yeah, can't really yell.
No.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Poor little fella.
Impressions.
Little feller.
And you stood up for Dane Cook in your last podcast. I liked seeing that.
Well,
it's so easy just to hate on Dane Cook for some reason, but you got to break it down sometimes.
It's very hard, and he's a comic, and he's out there like fucking trying. And I started to say it on the Gary Goldman podcast, and we never got to it. So I came full circle on the Alonzo Bowden podcast. And Jimmy may or may not agree with this. Middle acts are ruining comedy because when we were coming up and we were middles and we were hungry and pissed off, we would just meet at the Olive Tree and we would just talk shit about everybody. But then we would just go do our work. We didn't have a fucking blog and a Twitter account to bring everybody down like crabs in a barrel. Like, you got fucking bumped, TJ Miller. Suck balls. Kiss my dick. That's how it goes.
Yeah, what happened with TJ and Dane? Like, I know he badmouthed.
He got bumped, and he wrote a blog explaining how bad Dane's set was and how it was misogynistic. And then he took certain bits and printed them in his blog. Like, he said he wanted to chainsaw fuck pussy and make it look like a roast beef sandwich, and he wanted to hate fuck strip. And it's like, did you just write a blog criticizing another comic's act? No. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, that's a little.
Cop and Yogi the Bear.
That's a little rough, especially if you say a guy stinks and you write his act and go, that stinks. That's one thing. I wouldn't even do that. But if you write about a guy in a tone that is probably trying to get him to get shit for what he's saying, that's a different vibe.
Plus the fact that should be mentioned, Dane was just working on new material too.
Yeah.
Which all you guys do. You go to these clubs on a Tuesday or whatever the fuck, and you're working out stuff and trying to figure out how it's going to work, and you develop it. And TJ Miller should have known that.
Critique that.
What's the blog?
Hasn't Dane earned the right to go to the Laugh Factory on an off night, on a Wednesday, and do an hour? Hasn't he earned that?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we all get bumped. It is what it is. It's part of fucking performing. You're going to get bumped.
Jimmy, you and I still get bumped. I mean, but that's just how, who gives a fuck? That's how it goes.
We've had TJ Miller on the show, and he seemed like a pretty nice kid, but this is really disappointing that he would do this.
Believe me, if I'm at the cellar and Seinfeld walks in, or Chappelle or any of those guys, sometimes they'll go up after you as a courtesy, but other times if they want to just get on, they just go on. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Imagine you on your website, Jimmy, writing a blog about Seinfeld bumping you and not even being that good.
I would write the blog about how awful I am and how I deserve to be bumped and I wish I was more famous.
It's bananas to me. And for the record, I never mentioned his name on the podcast because I didn't want to further. It's just.
That's okay. We have no listeners, so it's okay you mention it here.
Plus, you did mention it here. Yeah.
I thought Opie said it.
No, you did. You actually
right,
did. You slipped.
Fucking tricked me, you prick.
Yeah, the fucking prick.
Yeah, so anyway, I just thought it was like stealing almost, because Dane's out there working hard and working, not to sound totally fruity, but using his powers for good, and then you use a blog and use Dane. The only reason I know who he is because he used Dane's name. So it's like, that's stealing. Like you took a piece of Dane and put it in your bullshit blog. And now now my fucking Twitter's going to light up with
Oh, yeah. You know that.
You know what, everybody? I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids and a house, scoreboard. I don't know how else, what do you want me to do?
I would say as a comic, I would never, under any circumstances, make it my business to blog or to speak publicly about another guy's intent. Like, if I'm on stage and a guy bumps me, if Chris Rock bumps me and goes on and just insults everybody and clears the room, I can be mad that I got bumped and I can think he was a dick, but I can't go out and go, why would he say those things?
Yeah.
If a comic goes up and literally walks up and says, cunt, I may not like it, but I'm not going to try to get him in trouble for
hilarious.
It certainly is, and everyone would think he was talking to them.
Of all the things, that's the thing you wouldn't like. Come on, Jimmy.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying something that would offend
Not
people.
my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't go for that type of talk.
Anybody that tweets me saying I was too hard on TJ, I could just say, hey, man, talk to Jimmy Norton. I don't know what to tell you.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Cunt.
Because I like TJ, and I feel, it's like, why would you do that, bro? It's like, again, you can think a guy sucks, because that's a head-to-head criticism, but to take material and go, well, look what he said is fucking scary, man. Like, comics shouldn't do that shit to each other.
Never. Because once again, he knows that Dane was working out shit to begin with.
Because his audience members...
That wasn't his polished material ready for Madison Square Garden.
Bobby Lee got bumped that night. Not a word.
Well, you know. He probably didn't know he got bumped. He's probably walking around the back with his pants down. Putting his dick in a game hen. Fucking creep. He was humping a small game hen.
He is a game hen. He's a chicken hawk, and I'm going to eat you.
So, yeah, I try not to... Because I'm misogynistic on stage. And I expect some fucking fat chick blogger to get upset. But if another comic had the nerve to fucking criticize me publicly, I would never stop going after him, ever.
Yeah. More importantly, though, everyone looked up. They looked up some stats. Jay Mohr's. The Islanders' power play was 8th in the league.
Oh, thank God. Then Dougie Waite should be head coach.
So Dougie Waite did his job, which goes back to my point that they should have fucking fired Capiano a long time ago.
All right, your medical opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
Those are for Anthony.
I love that shit.
Then you admit your hockey knowledge is zilch. No, you're facts. Joe, the power play was 8th in the league.
Joe.
These kids skate hard. There's no goddamn Americans on the team, are there? Poor baby.
It sounds like Harvey Keitel.
Oh, it is Chip.
Oh.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah, who do you think it is?
Oh, boy.
My favorite thing of all time was when I even mentioned Chip, and Colin goes, "Oh!"
Yeah. He gets so pissed off.
He
Hates
clutched
Chip.
his chest.
Hates Chip.
But he loves Chip.
But it was just us alone in a room, and he went, "Oh!" like he was having a heart attack.
Yeah.
It wasn't for anyone.
He needs Chip. Colin needs Chip.
You think so?
Opie, great tweets last night, Country Music Awards. And Reba McEntire, when's her face going to fall? Looks like she's been staring at the tip of her nose.
Thank you. She's a cross-eyed bitch. I didn't know what to do with that, I'll be honest with you. I was asked to live tweet, and I had a tough time, so I just went after Reba the whole fucking night.
Reba?
You might as well.
Yeah.
She's America's sweetheart.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Maybe years ago. Jesus.
Well, I just wanted to call and plug my podcast and say that I know Bill Burr's coming in, right?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Did you know we were talking about it? Because I was just saying how great your podcast was.
I did not. I called out of the fucking blue to rip myself.
Yeah.
I called because my podcast wasn't in the top 10. I said, maybe, the boys, I can get a jolt from these pests if they're still around. Let's see what happens. But I'm glad Bill's coming in because Bill is one of the reasons I started a podcast. Because when I listened to Bill's podcast, it motivated me because it was so good.
Oh, good. I did say, and I don't want it to be twisted, that you seem very focused on your podcast. You're very focused and in control.
It's very ADD, but I write shit down.
No, it's not ADD. You're ADD when you come in here, and that works too. Don't get me wrong, because that's where they're going to fucking twist this shit. But on your podcast, you're extremely focused.
That's what you want on the radio? You crying? That's your hello to the world? Really? When you stand up by yourself like a man. God, he's beautiful. I wish you guys could see this guy. Let me take care of my child. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
All right,
Let's do
Jay.
Pirate radio again. What? Somebody go on vacation when I come into town, okay, honey?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay. All
Yeah, I'll
right.
fucking take care of you later. Disgusted with the two of yous.
You too. Always you two.
See ya.
All right.
Bye,
Jay Mohr 37 on Twitter, and let's not forget about the podcast he's doing. I can't wait for his latest episode. I'm like a fan of podcasts all of a sudden.
What, did you break your pod?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That has to be put in a cast, right?
Oh, boy.
That's what they do.
And someone complaining that it's super old news. Bob Kelly and Joe DeRosa smashed TJ Miller on their podcast. Well, maybe not everyone's listening to that podcast, and we haven't really discussed it on our show. So there's our opinion on the whole fucking thing.
Did anybody hear, and a lot of people won't care about this, that fucking Fedor signed with the UFC? Did Dana? Bob is texting me that. Is that just a rumor? They said it was on Dana's.
I thought he already signed with you. How did that work out before then when the whole thing... Wait.
What?
What are you talking about?
Fedor Emelianenko.
Yeah.
UFC. It's called Ultimate Fighter Championship. And apparently someone said Dana was twittering that Fedor signed with UFC. He never signed with UFC. Some people don't care about that, but a lot of people do.
But wasn't he fighting in the UFC because, because of a merger or something?
Never.
Wow,
no,
I'm really
it was with
confused.
Strikeforce and he left.
Right, he was with Strikeforce. That's what was it.
All right.
I don't remember which one it was.
Hopefully he's got some, still got some gas in the tank.
Yeah, he really
for the UFC. That would be nice to see. Let's get back to that audio. So NBC,
Yeah.
want to play that clip again?
Yeah.
So NBC, why don't we start this over again with Sean Hannity? Because this is pretty amazing what NBC did to this clip, making Mr. Zimmerman sound a bit obsessed with race.
With the racial
I'm not
angle.
going to say racist, but a bit obsessed with what his race was.
Like,
when he didn't even mention it, they asked him what his race was, and he said black, and then they put the edit in there to make it sound like he brought up race, and he was obsessed with the race part of the story. Hit this again to refresh everyone's memories.
What they did is, in the first one, they said the guy looked like he's up to no good. Edit. He looks black.
That's right there. It's good.
Yeah.
But they forgot the dispatcher's question. How could NBC News in good conscience do that?
Yeah, Sean, this isn't distortion. This isn't bias. This isn't distortion. This is an all-out falsehood by NBC News. And let me say it again, a falsehood by NBC News. What they did was, in the first clip, when you hear him say he looks black, anyone watching that believes there are racial overtones to what this man did. How could you not believe that? You believe it goes with the narrative of the profiling. The only problem is they edited out the dispatcher asking him, what does he look like?
He said
and then he says he looks black.
And then he answered the question. And to edit that out is so distorting. All right, let me go to one last thing.
Really is.
It's fucking horrendous that they would do that.
It's disgusting.
They are making. You know what they are? Here's what the news is. The media has become the equivalent of the firebug who fucking lights a fire.
Oh, right.
Calls the fire department and then stands there and watches it burn. That's what they have become. They are fucking pyromaniacs.
You're right.
They start it, they fucking scream about it, and then they just watch.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible, man.
And don't you think that's way worse than saying nappy-headed hoe on the fucking radio?
It's not even in the same...
It's unbelievable. This is way worse.
Man, that ain't even a ballpark.
They should lose their fucking... Because they have this free reign, the media, with content. Because they're the news and they're supposedly doing a service. They're fucking despicable, man.
Yeah. How does anyone do that and not think it's going to be a problem?
I'm telling you, that's why... Fuck all my theories about race. That's why they don't report... fucking black on white with racial overtones because it's not going to serve their purpose.
Yeah.
White on black will upset black people enough, and they're trying to get something going.
Yeah.
They are trying to get violence started, and they don't even know they're doing it. They don't sit around and go, hey, let's... It's like they all understand. Like, hey, man, it looks like black guy got shot by this. Yeah, I know. But they both fucking know. They both know that the LA riots are in their fucking minds. 24 hours of coverage, something to talk about, a thing happening.
Where's this huge presence with Reverend Al and Jesse and everything? Oh, the fact that 14 people in Florida were shot, 2 killed, including like a child that was shot in the leg, and at a wake, at someone's wake.
How many people died?
2 people
14
died.
shot.
14 shot. And again, I mean, this is the biggest part of the problem as far as gun violence goes in the black community, is black on black crime like this, black on black murder, black on black shootings. To have even if this is exactly like the NAACP and all the left-leaning news says it is, and this Zimmerman guy was a horrible racist, and he shot this kid for no reason at all, it still doesn't amount to a huge problem that happens on a daily basis like this. This is one of these instances that happen that people go, well, again, we show the racism that is America. And no, it's a single instance. Meanwhile, you got people getting mowed down in inner cities like Chicago and Baltimore, Detroit. And then you have right here right in Florida, in Miami, this, a fucking 6-year-old girl has to turn around and actually has to know how to say, Grandma, I've been shot.
Because
that's like...
Black people are not going to... It's a terrible thing, but they're not going to possibly become violent and riot over that like they will over a story like this is what the media want. They don't give a fuck about a black girl being shot by a black guy. That's not interesting any more than they care about a black kid being missing on the news.
Oh yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
The press,
they go for what would make a better story.
But even
they always have too.
But even the organizations like that come out, like Reverend Al is all on top of this shit. And I don't even mean him because he's a fucking idiot. But like. Just the organizations, NAACP. I mean, this is a much bigger, much more obvious. This problem needs to be addressed
because he only wants to play the hits.
Yeah.
In radio terms, he just wants to play the hits.
Right?
Why go for a deep track when you could go for the hit?
And I'll bet you they would go there if the spotlight was there.
Of course they would.
If the media spotlighted horrible things like people being shot at a wake,
right.
Sharpton and Jesse would show up, and then it would get national attention, and people would go, "What the fuck?" But again, that's not the story.
It's not a good enough story like the Zimmerman,
the shocking
Trayvon one is.
Like they want justice and this, and it's exposing the racism, and they're doing a race in America thing on CNN, and all this comes up. When meanwhile, this is an isolated incident when you talk about another race on black crime, whether it's white, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's both with this guy.
Right.
I don't know. But the black on black shootings, it's unbelievable how many of these happen on an hourly basis.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Holla.
Yeah. Holla that.
Someone's saying that that was edited for time purposes.
Oh, bullshit.
Let me talk to Jay in Jersey. Why would you know something like that? Are you an editor or do you work in the media?
No, it just sounds like, I mean, it sounds like maybe a mistake edit for time purposes. That it incites, it sounds, I mean, I don't know why you guys are making such...
Dude, listen, even if he was trying to edit for time, you don't think looking at that, because when they edit for time, they still need context. Right?
Yeah, but...
Well, you don't think that guy would look at that clip and go, I need to edit for time, but holy shit, this is changing the entire context.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's got to be a responsibility there. If you call yourself the news, by the way.
Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that there was no intent to play that a certain way when that was edited? Do you really think that was innocently done?
Can I ask you another question?
No. Let me ask you that one first.
Answer.
I don't know what that editor's intentions were, but to me it doesn't sound like. No, it didn't sound like somebody.
Yeah, but hold on. You don't know what the editor's intention was, but all these places have what's called a news director that has to oversee all this shit. So shouldn't he have made a decision when, whoa, this changes the whole fucking thing?
Yeah, I mean, clearly somebody fucked up. Somebody made a mistake, but that it doesn't change the story. And everybody.
We're attacking the media.
It of course changes the story because it makes Zimmerman sound like. And look, I don't give a fuck.
Else thinks that Zimmerman's a racist, anyways. Everybody that heard the whole 911.
Well, it doesn't help when you make it sound like Zimmerman was obsessed with race and brought up the fact that he was black, when in fact the original clip shows that he didn't mention race at all until they asked.
The media, dude,
that's a big fucking difference. I can't believe you don't see that.
I can't believe you. The media is attempting to create and mold the story that they want. And whether or not, I don't know what Zimmerman's motives were, and I'm sure it will come out if he should go to jail, he'll go to jail.
And maybe Zimmerman is a racist. I don't know, but you don't need to help it along if you're the news.
Or at least not by... Dude, can you not see how...
I agree with you that...
Jay's leaning forward.
If it was done on purpose...
Gotta lean forward.
Of course...
Hatred, I agree with you that it was the wrong thing to do. I just don't... I'm not positive like you guys that it was done on purpose.
Okay, well then what question were you going to ask?
I don't know. I forgot now. But
let me ask you a question. Honestly, I'm going to guess unequivocally, and I'm not attacking liberals, but I'm going to guess that absolutely you are liberal.
I guess people would consider me liberal, yeah.
Okay, well, you are. Just say you are. Don't.
Democrat. I don't align myself with politicians. But
yeah.
I guess you could call myself a liberal.
But then what, dude, how can you not see that editing that call was not done for time? Like, how can you really think... The way that changed the meaning, that's almost like saying this. Hold on. If an intruder, if they say that I call 911, I say, look, an intruder just broke in. I shot him because he pulled a gun on me. He was threatening my family. And they play it, we're going, an intruder just broke in. I shot him. How can you not see the difference that makes in the edit? How could you function in our society and not see that?
I can see the difference, but it's not that everybody who watched NBC has some different opinion as everybody else who heard the full 911.
Yes, they do.
And who cares what their opinion is?
Of course they do.
You think everybody that heard the 911 call says, well, he's a racist, 100% of the people?
No, I don't think everyone
liberals.
that heard, but I think that racism has something to do with that as well.
But who cares what people think when you're giving the news? When you're delivering the news as it should be delivered, who cares what people think when they hear it? You don't edit it to try to tell the story that you think will further the news's coverage of it. You tell the story and let people make up their own minds. But what this is doing is it's editing because here's what our take, this is what we think it is, and this is how it's an absolutely dishonest thing to do.
I agree with you if it was done intentionally that it was. I'm just not positive that it was done intentionally.
Then I'm sad for you that you cannot see that edit was done intentionally. I'm sorry that you function in our society and can't see that particular edit with that particular change of meaning and that particular context removal. I'm sad for you that you can't see that was done on purpose, with intent, and with a motive.
Completely changes it.
Can I just point one other thing out that you guys are talking about? That the way that you are trying to make a big deal about why the media doesn't bring attention to black on black crime and this and that, and it's because that there's a big difference between someone that gets shot in a robbery or someone that gets shot over some gang thing in a funeral than someone this Zimmerman character. He wasn't trying to rob the kid.
Okay.
Purely, his motivation was purely,
Listen to yourself.
What was his motivation? So you think he went out patrolling with his gun, hoping to find a black kid to shoot? Wow. Do you honestly think that?
Why was he patrolling? Why did he call 911?
Because he's a neighborhood watch guy, and he called 911 because he saw something suspicious. What happened after that?
Why did the cops not even bother really responding to him? Because he's such a lunatic. Because he calls on every black person that he
okay, so maybe he does.
No.
Maybe he is more suspicious. Maybe he did see a black guy in a hoodie and get more suspicious than he would have with a little old lady. The same as you, by the way. If you're being honest, if you were walking down the street and you saw a guy like stupid Sam walking with no hoodie, and you saw Trayvon in a hoodie, are you going to tell me that you would have?
I live in Newark, New Jersey, so you can't. You can't say that about.
Okay, so you would have no more suspicion of the guy in the hoodie at night. You would feel.
I have taken the light rail.
You're not answering my question.
Answer the question.
You're not answering my question.
I'm sorry. Suspicious.
Are you telling me?
As opposed to an old lady.
Yeah. Or yeah. Fair. Or yeah. How about that? Or a white guy in a suit walking at night. Even if they're both honest guys, are you going to tell me?
Things that aren't comparable.
Yes,
Why?
Yes, you are. You're walking. Okay, here.
Why?
Here's comparable. Hold the phone.
25-year-old white guy or a 25-year-old.
No, 25-year-old white guy. 25-year-old white guy in a suit. 25-year-old black guy in a hoodie. They're both walking towards you, the same gate. They're not walking.
Why don't you put them both in a hoodie then?
Why? Oh, no. What no? Why? Why? It doesn't make a difference, right? Why should they both be in a hoodie? Why is that different?
Well, because it makes a difference what somebody wears.
Oh, so you're acknowledging that there's a different perception when the hoodie's on. Thanks.
Why? It makes someone look suspicious?
No.
Difference between a white guy in a hoodie.
There you go. Thank you.
There's a difference between a black guy and a hoodie. Of course, there's a difference between a black guy in a hoodie and an 80-year-old woman.
Why? Oh, no, I say a white guy in a suit. Forget the old one. White guy in a suit. Why is there a difference?
Because that's culturally.
Culturally.
So you're a racist.
Yeah.
You're a racist then. You're a racist, dude. You made a snap judgment based on appearance and clothing. You're a racist. You just did, you phony, what you accused Zimmerman of doing.
You're crazy.
Yeah, you just
crazy,
did
Jimmy.
it.
Yeah, you just did.
If the answer would have been, if it was genuine, do you feel any more suspicion? 25-year-old white guy in a suit, 25-year-old black guy in a hoodie. Why should they both be in hoodies if you can't tell? And if you're so free thinking about race, that black guy in a hoodie literally could be a college student on his way home in cold. Why would you?
That's my point exactly.
You just exposed yourself.
Listen, of course you judge people differently by their clothing, because a guy in a fucking jumpsuit cleaning off garbage is a guy that's in jail.
Nah. That's a uniform. Duh, liar. Phony.
With the name tag on his shirt
Nope.
and picking up your garbage.
Nope.
Of course you're gonna think he's a garbage
Wrong. Those are involuntary uniforms worn with jobs. A hoodie is just something a casual person could wear, or a suit.
Okay, and a suit is something that someone wears with a job.
Yeah, keep trying to bail yourself out. Everybody saw.
Jogging with a suit? Do you go walking to the convenience store in a suit?
No, but we both could be walking home from work, could we not? Because I'm a stand-up and I wear hoodies to work, and literally there are times where I've worn suits on stage. So let's just say you could see me walking out of a comedy club with a hoodie on, and you could legitimately see me walking out of a comedy club wearing a suit.
No matter what you were wearing.
What's that?
I wouldn't trust you no matter what
But
you were wearing.
why don't you just admit what you just did? Stop trying to dance out of it. Why don't you just admit that you understand this guy?
Listen, I know this is your profession, and you're trying to talk circles around me.
No,
you just
talk circles around
exposed yourself. I didn't tell you what to say. You judge that black guy in that hoodie differently than that white guy in that suit. You don't have to admit that, but everybody listening knows that's the truth. You just said it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I mean, I guess if that's what you, whatever.
No, you just keep throwing. That's exactly what you just did. Exactly what people do. You phonily sit there and look. Zimmerman may be a racist dude. He may be. I'm not saying he's not. But your willingness to overlook what NBC just did, well, you don't know, because it kind of matches your
news from NBC. So and like I said, it wasn't. You can't prove that it was intentional, and that's my only point in the beginning was that it might have been a mistake.
You're willing to prove
it intentional, and I'm if it was intentional, it was wrong to do.
You're 100% sure that Zimmerman's a racist, though.
To act like shit. Steve Ducey from Fox News picked up a piece of paper and told everybody about the Republican talking points. Note that
right? Yeah, keep it about Fox. Okay, keep it about Fox. You just exposed yourself.
Okay.
You saw why? How can we compare? Why can't we put them both in hoodies? Because the white guy in the suit is less of a threat to you as a man caller. You feel less of a threat than that black guy in that hoodie. And you don't want to admit it again, but that's the truth.
I don't feel a threat. It was the perception that we were talking about.
So why? Okay.
I'm not personally feeling threatened because, like I said,
so why is the perception any different?
That's no bullshit. You could look up my.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Look it up,
you're talking about the perception.
Why is the perception any different?
Mm-hmm.
Because the perception of the guy with the suit is that he's coming to or going from work.
Right. So you make a thank you. You make a judgment based on appearance.
Hello?
So no, dude, that hoodie guy, you gonna tell me he could play for the NFL, for Christ's sake? They make a lot more money than most douchebags in suits.
My point is not to make the judgment on the hoodie.
Well, then why is the guy from the fucking suit going to work and the guy with the hoodie not?
You're cornering me into making a judgment on a guy in a suit because, he's coming to or from work. A guy in a hoodie could be anyone.
Oh, the guy in a suit couldn't be. And meanwhile, they've stolen more money than guys in hoodies have ever stolen.
The one that made the judgment. I'm not the one that's making the judgment on the guy in the hoodie.
Do you make
You're just pointing out that there's a difference between a guy in a hoodie and a guy in a suit.
You're saying
I don't make a judgment on people with a hoodie.
You're saying that one guy in the suit is going to work and the other guy isn't. Who would you feel more?
I'm saying you don't know if the other guy is or not. That's all I said.
Okay, you're right. You win. Go ahead, Lib. You win. You win. You weren't just phony. You didn't just back yourself into a corner. Go ahead. You're right. I'll give it to you. You're right.
I'm not trying to win anything. It's bullshit that this guy did not get in trouble for it. Okay?
Right. And so you're saying
if it was a black guy that shot a white kid, he'd be in jail. So you know that.
If you had seen, if you had been, and again, I'm not even saying Zimmerman's right, but if you had been in that neighborhood watch and you had seen a white guy walking with a suit or a black guy in a hoodie, are you going to tell me honestly that you would have equal feelings about the intents of both of those guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
I simply don't believe you.
I don't either.
I feel bad for the black guy. I just gave a black guy a ride in my...
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Is he textbook.
You feel bad for the
along with the cane because his car had broke.
Maternal. This maternal.
Area,
yes.
Nobody would even stop to give the poor guy a ride.
That's right.
So tell me that's not racism. Come on.
You're great.
Yeah, and you know what? Whether you realize it or not, dude, you're exhibiting it.
Yeah.
You're covering up your own deep-seated...
You're racist. Dude, you're racist.
You're a superiority complex white guy.
There's no superiority. Why?
I actually felt bad for the poor fella.
I felt bad for a black guy recently.
Well, hey, let me tell you what I did for a black guy. Oh, God.
Gosh.
You guys are a pisser,
Wow,
man.
thank you, dude. Thank you so much for your call.
Thanks, man.
All right, Jay. All right, Jay.
Thank you very much, Jay. Call any day.
Everybody wants in. Everybody.
Astounding.
And the problem is the media does this all the time. Remember we played the clip of the kid who wants to be a cop?
Oh, right.
And they edited it in such a
edited
way where it sounded like all he wanted to do was shoot people.
Right.
Could you find that? Because that was a big one as well. This happens all the time. But Renee in New Mexico says, you guys are just as guilty as NBC.
Oh,
Let's
really?
talk to Renee. Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
Girl name.
Oh, we've had him on before. We've had you on, sir.
Yeah.
I know.
Every time.
All right, what's going on today?
You guys all last week have talked more on the Zimmerman side than the kid side. Even though Jimmy will go, I think he might be racist, but just 90% of the talk has been favored towards Zimmerman.
Really?
Fine, but don't act like you guys aren't for that.
Renee, Renee, I'm really not for Zimmerman. I just don't know yet.
Right.
Because I don't know who is yelling on the 911 call. Hold on. Let me. Renee, I did say last week, wow, it sounds like he said fucking coons. When we played that tape, I didn't buy the explanation that it was goons. I said it sounds like he said fucking coons. I just want to know, did he have the injuries? Did any witnesses see? I just don't know enough to all of a sudden say this guy belongs in jail yet.
Okay, let me explain something. You're walking down the street, right? I'm just going to get this out. You're walking down the street. You're 17. Some dude in his 30s with a bald head is following you. He's not in a cop car. He doesn't have a cop uniform. He's following you for a while. Okay, you're looking back, you're like, what's this fucking dude doing, right? You're showing you're 17. The dude approaches you. Me at 17, and I would guess maybe Opie, not you two, because I think you guys can fight right with paperback, but I think Opie would have punched that dude because you don't know who this guy is. You want to get the upper move on this guy. He's been following you for a while.
You might be right.
By the way, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Just want everyone to know that.
You start losing the fight, what are you going to do?
Yes!
Shoot some.
Renee, you're saying what we think might have happened.
I mean, if anyone was self-defense, it was the kid. He was defending himself from some dude that he didn't know was a watchman. He didn't know was a neighborhood dude. He was following him and defending himself because he didn't know who this dude was following him.
But
That's kind of creepy.
We're not saying you're wrong. Well, you're agreeing with us.
You're speculating like everyone else is.
But, I don't think that you're wrong.
You're speculating too, Anthony. That's
Of course. Of course. There's plenty of speculation. But what I said also was we're just waiting to see what the fuck comes out of an investigation.
And by the way, you said that we're pro-Zimmerman, and this is why I don't like that judgment, because what you just said is probably what Zimmerman will say.
it sounds like you guys are.
No, you're hearing it wrong.
This time to have major black talk like always. I had changed the channel like 20 times last week because you guys take this time to go Anthony's black rant. It's just like.
But Renee,
this is about some knucklehead chasing some kid down.
You just said what my take on the story is. That he probably did strike him first because he was fucking freaked out or just mad, like this asshole was following him. And Zimmerman probably started getting beaten up and shot him. That's what Zimmerman's argument is. You just told Zimmerman's story. You called to accuse us to tell us we're more Zimmerman, and you tell his story.
Okay, Anthony laugh and make like I'm tough.
I'm not. That's me, dude. That's Jim.
That's how the Anthony laughs.
Ugh.
If you antagonize somebody and get your ass kicked, is that a reason to shoot somebody?
I didn't say. Nobody said it was. Nobody said Zimmerman didn't react wrong. No one said that. You're saying that because you want to think that we're pro-Zimmerman and fuck Trayvon. No one said fuck Trayvon.
Not that I think, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, then you heard it wrong.
To you. Maybe I'm wrong. But
no, you are.
It sounds like coming out of my radio. That's fine.
Well, okay. We're just focusing on this particular clip today because it's new, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just glad that me and Anthony aren't yelling at each other. That's what I'm happy.
All right.
Well, I'm talking to you. And, dude, shouldn't you realize you're wrong when you call up and say that you think that we're too...
I don't think I'm wrong, though.
No. About us being pro-Zimmerman.
That's my opinion. How can I be wrong if that's my opinion?
Because you're making a judgment on what our opinion is.
I'm telling you, it's my opinion that you guys have been pro-Zimmerman.
It's his opinion on our opinion.
But, dude, your opinion is wrong because I'm not pro-Zimmerman.
Stalemate.
But it came out like that. I'm sorry. That's how it sounds.
Why don't you just admit you heard it like that?
That's how it sounds to you.
God almighty, can you put it on yourself?
It sounds like that to me.
To you.
Like that to me.
Okay, well, congratulations.
That's all that matters is what sounds like
No,
in a self-centered world, yeah.
Not when you're saying that's how it is. You're saying we are pro-Zimmerman, not that, according to you, it sounded like.
And then you give Zimmerman's side of the story.
Yeah.
Great job, Renee.
No. Fuck you, Jimmy. That's not how I...
Fuck you too, Renee, because that's what Zimmerman's argument is.
Yeah.
You just made Zimmerman's argument.
What argument? He hasn't talked to no one yet. What argument?
That is what he is telling people happened. That's what his lawyer is saying happened.
That he got hit first.
Around and jumped on him. That's not what he said, Jimmy. No.
He said, he's saying that Trayvon struck first. He was being beaten up.
He turned around and jumped on him from his back. No.
He's still saying Trayvon struck first. You said the same thing.
What I said is he probed him.
Oh.
He said he come up from behind him. He turned around and was walking away, and the guy jumped on his back. That's not what I'm saying.
How do you know?
Who hit who first? Who hit who first?
That's that. I'm hoping the kid hit him first because some fucking old motherfucker.
Okay, there you go. You think the kid hit him first?
I think it was face to face. I don't think they on him and punched him from behind. I don't think that happened.
Okay, so you think it was face to face because you want to think that?
Right.
No, because it sounds more...
With no evidence or no anything, you're going to say that.
No, there's no evidence the other way either.
Of course.
Well, all you have right now is Zimmerman's, what he has said. Like, we just don't have the other stuff yet.
No, there's witnesses.
So it's what Zimmerman said or what you're guessing at.
That is all last week said, he's a Mexican. He's half. He ain't all Mexican. He's half white and half Mexican. That's why his last name is Zimmerman.
So why do you think that Trayvon was face to face and not facing away? What evidence do you have to that?
I think he come up to him and goes, "What are you doing?" And he looks suspicious. I've been following you. And freaking Zimmerman's like, "This dude don't have."
Some dialogue's been added for drama.
That's a pretty good dramatization there.
Yeah.
No, this is my opinion. I think the kid went, "What the fuck's your problem?" And fucking Zimmerman thinks he's a cop, and fucking the kid didn't know.
Cool.
So he probably fucking defended himself. Which, he didn't have a right to defend himself because some 35-year-old man's falling his ass with some 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, we heard you already. You said that, and that's apparently a great defense in court.
You replace yourself every fucking day with your black dog. So fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you too, Renee. Fuck you too. And thanks a lot. Hey, thanks a lot for calling up and giving Zimmerman's side of the story. Good job, Renee. Yeah, I know you're a tough guy. Hey, thanks for calling up and give Zimmerman's. Some 35-year-old guy is fun. I'd have turned around. You'd have done shit.
That man's ass, and the man freaked out. And
thank you very much. Thank you for calling and giving Zimmerman's side of the story.
Whatever, Jimmy, whatever.
Bye-bye, girl name. Oh, what a fucking dummy.
Oh, God.
Fuck your angry routine, shithead. You called up. And he just made it up. He goes, that 35-year-old, bet he turned around.
And then he said to him, and then he said, where are you getting your transcripts from?
Boring douchebag.
Oh,
Shut
God.
up.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know shit.
No one knows.
Thank you for giving Zimmerman's side, though, Renee. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's exactly what Zimmerman's argument is.
That he was hit.
Trayvon hit him. He was getting beaten up, and he shot him.
Yeah.
And it will come out. And Zimmerman might say, I overreacted or I felt my life was in danger.
Yeah.
But thank you to guys like fucking that one liberal, and thank you to Renee for calling up and making the exact point they thought they were against.
It's going to be called the Renee defense, actually. He's going with it.
What a dunce.
Getting back to our original point, what the media does with these clips, though. You know, they do it all the fucking time, and we're calling them out on it. And this is a clip we played a little while ago about a little 4-year-old that wants to be a cop. And do you have the whole thing here, Sam, or what are we about to hear for the people out there?
Basically, there was a shooting, and so they're interviewing witnesses, and they interviewed this little 4-year-old. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm just going to skip ahead to where the raw, actual uncut.
And then I'd like Renee to call back so I can hear what he's saying. Because I guess Renee thinks it's okay to beat up somebody if they're 18 years older than you and following you. You can turn around. I'm a fucking pow pig. Shut up.
To someone's point, they do edit for time, but they also have a responsibility to make sure it doesn't completely change the context of the clip.
That's exactly it. Yes.
But we know, because we study this shit on a daily basis, that the media does this all the fucking time to make it a more interesting story.
And by the way,
the facts don't matter anymore half the time.
Can I tell you, here's the call Renee would have wanted to make.
Right.
Dude, sometimes I think what I should have done, because people would always call me like faggot and girls' name, but I kind of wish that they would have done that to me and I'd have turned around and hit them and bow, bing. Stop trying to fit your own insecure story in their fucking broad name. Shut up. Broad name. Shut up. Go home and bake your man a delicious tray of cookies. Shut up, girl.
Here's another example of media fucking up with clips and editing them to make it a better story for their viewers. Hit it.
No, I'm not scared of nothing.
When you get older, you gonna stay away from all these guns?
No.
No?
No.
What do you want to do when you get older?
I'm gonna have me a gun.
Because I live right.
I'm gonna have me a gun.
Huh?
That's what they aired.
And it makes it sound like, oh my God, look
Little
at this
black kid wants to be a
society.
gangbanger.
Oh,
Black
that's what
kid
they
wants
aired.
a gun.
That was from the news broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what it actually is.
Just the wrong.
Damn. When you get older, you gonna stay away from all these guns?
No.
No?
No.
What do you want to do when you get older?
I'm gonna have me a gun.
You are? Why you want to do that? You know what happens?
I'm gonna be the police.
Okay, well then you can have one.
My first question is what?
But you could have one.
100% different
They've
intent.
completely changed it. Making a 4-year-old think, all he wants to do is shoot people.
One is pitting him as a life of going to prison,
right?
And one is him fighting the bad guys.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's how the context is changed in that edit.
Wow.
And meanwhile, that was probably for time.
Right, that was for time.
Completely changing the context.
Because that dude, that 4-year-old, he'd have probably turned around and fucking hit that 30-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Kept calling him a chick name. They kept calling me Mary and Sissy and girl voice, and they told me to make them pies, and I should have hit them.
Renee.
Black kid wants to do good with his life.
Yes.
But the news makes it completely different.
Yep.
As a rule of thumb, I don't respect any man with a little crooked dash over the last. I don't like any man who has to put a dash over the last letter of his name. R-E-N-E dash over the top, whatever it's called.
Yeah, how do you get that on a typewriter?
We should break because Bill Burr is going to join the show. Ooh. And we'll, I don't know, maybe we'll change gears next. We'll figure it out.
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Got Bill Burr on his way. Should be here in moments, but we got an exclusive on the hotline.
Oh,
man.
good.
We got an exclusive. Live from Florida, it's Erock.
Oh, his old stomping ground, his home.
Good morning, sexy.
Good morning. Oh. How many fat and whale jokes have you made today?
Oh, wow.
So far, 3 hours and 9 minutes worth.
To be honest with you, you did it to yourself this time by texting Sam and telling him that they ran out of food at WrestleMania. You make it easy, Erock.
Oh, yeah, because if I didn't bring that up, then you'd be saying, why didn't you tell the show that?
So wait, did you sleep in today?
Yes, it was nice. I got up at 8:40.
Oh, 8:40, nice. Well,
how come you turned your phone off?
Yeah, why would you turn your phone off knowing we would have to call you? You were at a big event last night.
Yeah.
It was on. I just had the volume off. I didn't realize it did. Otherwise, I would have picked up.
How come your face is so red in the cowhead picture?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, my God.
Remember what I said about a minute ago that you do it to yourself? You kind of do it to yourself, Erock. We're looking at a picture of you with Mr. Cowhead, who is dressed like a gentleman. He's got a suit and tie, and he's all put together nice. And then you're like taking a photo with him, and your face couldn't be redder, but it's not a balanced red throughout your face. You got
very
like
blotchy.
massive white circles around your eyes, and the whole right side of your face is also white, meaning that you probably fell asleep in the sun.
Well, because you do it on the iPhone with the camera facing you, it doesn't come out as well. My face isn't that red, but it is red.
What about the big white circles? What kind of sunglasses were you wearing?
Pretty cool, huh?
My Callaway sunglasses. I was out there.
Callaway?
Callaway golf sunglasses.
Well, you fucking doing Minnie the Moocher. Let me tell you a story about Eric the Chewer. See, because he chews. Fatty, 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 fatty.
Oh, shit.
Hoagie, 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 ho. Sorry.
Hoagie, 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 ho.
All right.
So I had a couple days. I figured I'll just go outside, and I didn't even bother with regular suntan lotion. I threw oil on and just went out.
Oil.
Who does that? Why would you put oil on?
Yes. I wanted to get something fast, so this way I'll
You got cancer.
Exactly.
It's called skin. Fuck.
Mama,
Damn it!
Mama, this giant red slug there on chair. Mama.
How was WrestleMania?
The show was great. The facility
How do you know?
is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. How'd you enjoy the guys back in front of you?
Yeah, we kind of went over all your bullet points. I guess you paid a lot of money to sit on the floor, but the problem was it wasn't elevated. So 30 rows back on the floor means you can't see shit. So you actually you were completely turned around to watch on the large screen, right?
If everyone's sitting down, you could see the ring and you could see the ramp and everything.
But who the fuck sits down at a WrestleMania? No one.
But the second somebody stands up, you can't see anything, so you have to turn backwards and look at the huge screen that's on the back of the stadium just to see what's going on.
So you hated the facility. What else was wrong with it?
They ran out, halfway through the show, they ran out of bottled water, beer, food.
Well, let's slow down with the food part.
Yeah.
You're generalizing. What kind of food did they...
What'd you try to get?
Yeah, what'd you try to get? And don't lie, because we'll know.
Don't lie or we'll know.
Anything you could normally get at a stadium.
He's still being vague.
So what did you eat when you got there? Let's not lie.
I didn't eat anything because it was all empty.
But what did you want to eat?
There. The what?
What did you want to eat?
I was going to go get chicken fingers, but they didn't have any.
I heard you got in trouble for trying to sneak just scoops of ice cream in your 4 pockets.
What? Sam?
I've heard that's true.
Is he being vague?
He's being extremely vague.
What was the actual text that he sent you?
Okay.
I don't know why you would text Sam, by the way, Erock. You
We're
just
talking
make it
about
worse on
wrestling.
yourself.
Yeah.
We're friends.
But you make it easy. Remember I said earlier?
Yeah.
No, it's
you
not
walk
true.
right into this
He
shit.
shouldn't have secrets, because if we found out this was going on and he wasn't telling us, it'd be much worse.
Yes. Okay, fair enough, Sam.
Yeah, sorry to contribute.
By the way, nice pink phone Sam has.
Well, it's just a case.
Why is it
Why
a
are you
pink
going
case?
pink?
Why?
Well, I like this case, but this was
Is
also
that in tribute to phone cancer? Asshole.
it was given to me for free, so and you got a free case.
Oh, God.
By
Free.
DJ Who Kid.
Of course he did. He fucking can't walk on the hood with that.
Yeah, he doesn't want a pink
Yeah,
phone.
no shit.
Well, he's got a
Was
black
asking it to
one,
him.
and he said he has another case, but it's pink. You still want it? And I said yes. Yeah, he said his brother.
How does he get away with that? Pink phone.
I don't know.
Because I'm the fucking man. I can,
No,
I
you're
can have
not.
a pink phone.
You're not the man.
I'm kind of the man.
No.
His brother, quote unquote, went looped around the entire stadium. Hot dogs, but no buns. Nachos, but no cheese. Ran out
Look, but don't touch. Buy a ticket, but don't see. Stand there, but turn around. Face back. Go on Weight Watchers, but gain weight. Yeah. Go to the pool, burn like a lobster. Bring a camera, don't take a picture.
Yeah, you were not prepared for this, Eric.
Well, I didn't have my charger for my regular camera, and halfway through it died out.
What about your cell phone?
I didn't have my cell phone ready because I had the regular camera for when Andy Garcia came
How
out.
hard is it to get your cell phone ready to take a picture?
Yeah, 2 seconds. Not even.
Well, when you
It's a
didn't
hot
have it
button on
ready,
my
you
phone.
had the
A hot
regular
button.
Camera. It takes us this.
What were you saying, Andy Garcia?
Nothing. He was walking in. I guess he's got some ownership in that stadium down there.
Oh, wow.
Walking in, and as he was coming through the back there, people recognized him, and he was taking photos as he was walking up to the front.
Did you freak out when he saw you? Oh, the giant lobster is talking to me. There's a big fat lobster. There's a giant sea creature with a broken camera. He must have taken it from a tourist he ate.
Jesus.
Was he saying that? Or did he give you his awful man loves a woman speech in the AA meeting? Fucking hunk of shit. We're just talking about her, to her.
Right.
Fucking tool. Stinks.
Continue, Eric.
Yeah.
You had Sam reading a text.
Yeah, sorry.
About all the food that wasn't available.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
Eat nachos, no cheese. I can't see over the guy's wig. Oh, it's mine.
I need some lift.
Yeah, because I can't see over the chair in front of me, and there's no one in it. Okay.
And then he said they also ran out of hamburgers, chicken, and soda, but no cups.
Yes, they probably had plenty of fucking. Probably plenty of, like, turkey and healthy things.
Salads.
I had no idea. It was a big pile of salad nobody wanted.
Yeah.
What's that?
At a stadium, yeah.
Some of them do.
Why would they run out of
literal
cups? That's kind of dumb, actually.
Who knows? But if you wanted Sierra Mist, they had it, but they had no fucking cups for anything.
Well, what did you do? Just put your head under there? You get the back of your neck all sticky on the bottom with the fucking soda gun?
Just puts his head.
Yeah, give me $16 worth.
Fill her up.
He was like an RV.
Fill her up.
Laying on his back with his fucking bare feet, his bare piggies sticking it straight out.
Bare piggies.
His head on that fucking grate for the soda gun.
What shirt did you wear?
I had my old school rock shirt on.
Oh, you were going. I told you he was chanting for the Rock.
Sean and NC on Twitter writes, why didn't, and I'm just reading this at Erock, so don't get mad at me. Why didn't Fatty just stand up when everybody else did?
Because he doesn't want to see. He wants to sit.
But he said if you sit, you could see everything. So then if everyone stands, that means if you stood, you could still see everything.
How many times can a person stand up and sit down?
Why don't you stand, Eric?
Because when you stand up, everyone else stands up because something's going on in the ring or somebody's coming out.
And you're afraid you were going to knock your fucking Fritos over? Were you afraid you were going to knock your smuggled in munchkins over?
He smuggled in munchkins?
Yes, he did. He actually had a fake cache filled with munchkins.
Cashed.
I know. Yeah, it's a cast with an H in it. It's got money, too.
Jimmy's just very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
I'm missing Eric.
Eric, why would you park so close to the stadium? Most people use the other strategy of parking way, far away near an exit.
Did you ask for the handicap wheelchair, too?
No, because we got a parking pass that got us right up to the entrance of the stadium.
But that don't mean shit when everyone's exiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'd think like a normal stadium, they would have all these auxiliary exits to get all the crowd out of there. But no, they just funnel you in and out the same way. The stadium is a piece of shit.
Is that where Miami plays? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's where Dolphins play. It's a fucking nightmare. They ran out of all of this stuff. Then once they ran out of beer,
it's a fucking nightmare. No nachos.
I know you're acting like fucking New Orleans during the fucking hurricane.
No, relax. You just couldn't get your treats.
Yeah.
It's the biggest wrestling show of all time. It's a fucking nightmare. I don't have nachos.
Exactly. I couldn't get enough carbs in me. I'm tired from laying out all day like a fat lobster boy. I'm sorry.
I understand. I hadn't eaten in minutes. I was hungry.
Fucking Erock.
Okay, so what? I'm sorry, you lobstery sweetie. What else are you saying?
Almost lobstery. Why is the right side of your face very white?
Did people keep throwing warm butter on you and biting you and you got angry?
You're not coming back with dyed hair, are you?
No.
$50 if you dye your hair with a shotgun. I want it dyed red. Red mist.
Match your face. This poor sunburned guy.
No, what happened? Was it a nightmare? Why, Eric?
I didn't hear you. What?
Why was it a
was
nightmare?
Yeah.
Besides the fact they didn't have treats.
Besides.
There was that. There was people fighting. The parking situation was terrible. And the whole place just doesn't know what the hell's going on.
On the positive side, how did Undertaker's entrance look live? Because it was amazing.
I heard that was amazing.
It was. How did it look live?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Why?
You were there.
You were right there.
Yeah, because everyone...
Waiting on a food line?
Yeah, good one. They stood up and they were on the chairs, and I couldn't see shit. And then you go into the aisles to try to look, and security yells at you to get back at your seat, and they're clearing
It's
the
a
area.
fire hazard.
Took up the whole aisle.
Yeah, that's what I was insinuating.
But didn't you paid over $1,000 for those seats? I saw the entrance, and I only paid $50.
Oh, that I did.
Wow.
$1,000?
Oh, well over.
Well, they needed special seats.
$1 a pound.
Oh my God!
Even with his family.
That's much too much weight, Sam.
When you walked in all red-faced, did they try to argue with you and you had to prove that you weren't a crustacean?
You're obsessed with his lobster look. I love it.
He really is.
Sir, you're a lobster. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Who is that lobstery motherfucker? All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Erock.
Sorry.
We're interrupting. That's rude.
$1,000 for like
well over 1,000.
Well over 1,000 for just shitty seats, and you could have watched it on pay-per-view and seen it better.
I mean, I saw it
Well,
on
yeah, that's exactly what it was. When you looked at the map, the seating chart for the stadium, like, wow, these seats are really great. Look how close they are. You get there. From the center of the ring all the way to the edge of the field in each direction. They didn't even raise it in certain areas so that, you could have a view. It's just flat all the way to the end, and you can't see shit. And then they have the big screens above the ring so you can kind of see the action that's going on there. But they have the lighting rigs in front of the screen, so you can't even see half the screen.
You should have asked for better. You should have asked for better seats because you should have told them that it's a football stadium and they named the ball after you. Because it's
pigskin. Oh, boy.
Wow.
So, is this
Oh,
great?
Jimmy.
I'm sorry. I'm just tired.
Wow.
Oof.
E to you.
I'm sorry, Eric.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
What was your favorite match to watch live?
The match that I could see, probably...
Erock versus the vendors.
Cares about your favorite match?
Exactly. Probably Rock with his fucking ill-fitting T-shirt.
You didn't think it fit him that well?
No, it probably said Raw.
Where do you think it clung to?
Oh, God.
Under his tits. It probably looked like a dickie. It looked like a lobster wearing a lobster bib. It's an XL.
Where's the Bill Burr?
We're stuck in traffic last I checked.
Where's he coming from?
Traffic schmaffic.
I don't know.
We got the Chevy Chase call.
Oh, I want to hear that.
Oh, they had the call they released?
Oh, yeah, we got the call. And it's good. We were just talking to Gillian Jacobs the other day saying, come on, tell us. He's an asshole, right? We all know he's an asshole.
Yeah.
We've been told he's an asshole.
Everyone knows he's an asshole. He's never not been an asshole.
Me and Ant were in the makeup room the same time as this fucking jizzbag, and he wouldn't fucking talk to us after we tried to introduce ourselves. He's an asshole.
You don't think this is a work?
No. So what's the story? I guess he walked off the set last day of shooting Community this past season.
Yeah, so apparently they were filming the finale and he walked off the set. Some people say it's because he didn't think the episode was funny, and he said it's because they didn't have a script. And so he was tired of it, and so he walked off. Then Dan Harmon, who's the show creator, at the rap party that Chevy Chase and his family were at, had a toast that said, "Fuck you, Chevy," and tried to get everybody to chant, "Fuck you, Chevy."
While Chevy was in the room.
While Chevy
With
and
his wife?
Yeah.
Right.
And so then Chevy left an expletive-laden voicemail for Dan Harmon, which Dan Harmon then shared with everybody. One of those people was recording it.
Oh,
very cool. So I hear it's hard to hear, though, unfortunately, huh?
It's a little hard to hear, but you can make it out.
You can make out some of the shit? Mm-hmm. All right, here's Chevy Chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chevy Chase. I hope you're ready to take your message.
The ladies and gentlemen, that's on the phone. Right?
Dan Harmon.
That's
the
Dan
guy.
Harmon
Being
saying,
an asshole to Chevy, like, ladies and gentlemen, Chevy Chase, because he knew he was revving up.
No, he's saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, Chevy Chase," and then he played the voicemail.
Right.
As in,
Oh,
got it.
Got it. Theater for you.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chevy Chase. I hope you're ready to take your message. Take your medicine, you fat fuck. You didn't give us a script to begin with, so nobody knew what the fuck was going on during the week. Second of all, you're goddamn bad writing shit, snicko, was an abomination. And your writing is getting worse and worse, so suck my cock.
Who are the
They're
people
all laughing.
Why are they laughing?
They'll all laugh at you.
Something's suspicious about
Yes.
this whole thing, huh?
He's roasting him back or something. There's something weird
Something
going
is
on.
suspicious, Sam.
I thought he was playing it in front of a bunch of people.
He is
and
playing
they're
it.
laughing.
Yeah.
Who are the bunch of people, though?
Probably coworkers.
Because they all know Chevy's an asshole. That's what I'm getting from
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Like they're
okay.
like they're not taking him seriously. It's like, listen to this fucking dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because he said in the past that he has problems with the show. He doesn't like
Oh, okay.
Dan Harmon.
Why doesn't he like Community?
He doesn't like
critically acclaimed. Wouldn't most actors want that?
He said he doesn't
on their
like,
resume.
He doesn't think it's a funny show, and he doesn't think his character's funny. He said,
Why is he doing it?
Like they'll ask him the hacky, like are you like your character? And he goes, no, I'm funny. My
He's
character's
funny
not
when?
Funny. You haven't
When
seen it
was
happen?
Chevy fucking funny? Oh God.
Vacation.
Okay.
That by anybody, certainly not in front of my wife and daughter. You goddamn asshole, alcoholic, fat shit. You're gonna live to be about 57 if you're lucky, the way you eat. I have nothing to say to you except you can suck my cock. Is that clear? And I hope you can play that for everybody around you who agrees with you. That you should say fuck you in front of all of those people, to me and my family.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's to work.
No, you're right. I for a second thought it was because they were laughing.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it's not.
But it's almost like Chevy. Don't you know? It's everyone who's ever worked with you says that you're a douchebag.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't like sitcoms.
But why are you doing one? Just keep doing movies. If he's
the calm part of it, he's got a problem with.
Yeah.
Jeez. He's terrible.
This is gonna be the last season of Community.
Well, I mean, I would think that they would want to go on as long as possible. They're not planning on ending it now, but like season 4, I guess, is when you can get into syndication. So they're excited about this one. But they thought that this one that just happened could be the last one after they went on hiatus. But I don't know if season 4, I don't think it's officially been announced yet, but everybody's hoping that it happens.
They haven't been picked up, but it's the second highest rated sitcom on
Yeah.
NBC behind The Office. So.
After they came back, they started murdering, comparatively.
Nice. Good for them. I like a lot of those people.
It's a good show, too. It's
Love
really
Joel
funny.
McHale. We go way back with Joel. Not so
Yeah.
much with Chevy.
No?
Soup days.
I would have had a great line if I was there too.
What would you have said?
Hey, why wish he was? He'd tell you how he really feels.
Ah, it's a good one. That is a good one. What?
Probably better that you weren't there.
Ah, place would have went bananas.
I don't think so.
Sam, Chris Humphries.
Yeah.
That's where the whole looking like a dummy in a hot tub started, with Chris Humphries.
I thought it was with Diddy.
I don't know if it was Diddy. I thought
Diddy
we
looked
were
like
talking
a-
about Chris Humphries.
But Diddy was in the hot tub in Biggie's video, just looking like a dummy in the hot tub.
That's true,
Was he?
too.
Yeah.
But we did refer to Chris Humphries as the big dummy in a hot tub.
He's also a dummy in a hot
But
tub.
you know what? He's fighting back. You know, he's got that Kim Kardashian divorce thing happening, and he refuses to sign the papers for
Until she admits it's fake, right?
Yep. $7 million fucking dollars they're willing to pay Chris Humphries, and they have called him kind of a gold digger. And he's like, I ain't signing shit until this broad and her family admits this whole thing was a fake fucking wedding.
Wait, they'll pay him to sign?
Does he admit the whole thing was fake, or he thought it was real and he's realizing that he was set up?
I believe his claim is that it was they set it up without telling him.
Without telling him.
And he
right.
thought it was real?
Yeah. And he's a fucking idiot, so that's a possibility.
So wait a minute. Did fucking... What's the $7 million thing?
They're saying if you...
They're trying to settle and say, here's your $7 million, sign the fucking divorce papers,
And
let's
go
all
away.
move on.
Yeah.
And don't talk about it anymore.
Right.
It's like, fuck you, because you know, he's the laughing stock of the NBA. They fucking chant and make fun of him all the time.
This is genuinely embarrassing for the Kardashians, too, to have this continue to be dragged on.
Yeah.
He looked like an idiot through this whole fucking thing.
And they
so he's fighting back saying, fuck you.
They like to somewhat control their press, whether it's positive or negative, just to kind of,
He's refusing to divorce Kim unless she gives him a public apology and admits the entire wedding was staged by her and her family. There you go. They've offered him $7 million to shut up and go away.
But he won't take it.
Nope.
Go
Chris
away.
wants Kim to admit to fraud, to admit the whole thing was staged for publicity, to make a public apology to him because he really wanted a marriage. So he believed it was real.
He was very much in love.
And now he's starting to think, holy fuck, these assholes set me up.
Very much in love.
Very much in
He's up like such a dolt on that show.
But they really fucking... If that's true, then they really fucked him over.
Then they did fuck him over.
And the Kardashians, the Team Kim, they call it, they're attacking Humphries. They're trying to spin Kim as the victim, but Chris isn't going to stand for it. Good for him, man.
How much is his contract for in the NBA? He might not need $7 million. He might get more out of this.
No one would say no to $7 million, OJ.
That's true.
No matter what the fuck you make. You
Gotta
kidding me?
agree with you. Gotta agree with you on that one.
If he's not letting it go for $7 million, that's fucking...
He's making a few million a year easy.
He is, right?
Oh, yeah. So...
Just for putting a ball in a hoop. What about that?
Perhaps.
I hear ya.
What's his contract?
With What is he? 3.2 million.
What's that much? I mean, it's a lot, but I mean,
you could use 7 though.
Fuck yeah.
The character Chevy plays is exactly like he is on the voicemail. Maybe they're trying to get a little buzz out there.
No, he's
Should we
not.
be suspicious or not on that one?
No, I mean, Travis, the voicemail is not like Chevy's character at all.
All right.
He doesn't walk around calling people
at all. And there's
drunk
another,
cocksuckers.
There's another update on Deadline's website that says that a lot of people there at the cast party agree with Chevy's side of the story, that they were having a, quote, non-script day when he walked off. So Chevy seems to be telling the truth there, if you're to believe other people.
Still comes off as a prick.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I don't think this is a work at all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think you're right. I thought it was for a second.
Plus, it's not like it's just like a nice guy who's historically gotten a great reputation coming out and looking like an asshole now.
Right.
We all knew he was an asshole before.
There's nothing worse than a fake call or whatever, because, nobody wants to hear a work like that. It's just fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to read the paper for a second.
All right.
Well, Bill Burr is making his way into the studio.
Well, Jimmy's got to go.
Bill's here, okay.
Oh, no, you don't have to go read the
Hi,
paper
Bill.
then?
No, I was going to make a phone call.
Bill Burr, everyone.
Bill Burr.
Hi, Bill.
Bring it in. How are you? Gentlemen, what's
Bill
going
Burr.
on?
What's up, Bill?
Hi, sir.
I was complimenting your podcast earlier today. I finally started checking it out.
Well, thank you.
People love
It's
it.
really good, man.
Oh, they love
like it a lot.
Where were you coming from?
Tarrytown. That's the sound of me taking off my coat, ladies and gentlemen.
The Velcro.
Velcro.
Yeah.
How was the gig?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Someone tweeted me and said that you beat the shit out of someone in the front row, and it was awesome. They were texting or fucking something.
No, yeah, some guy bought a ticket for him and his girl, and she blew him off. And then, he said, to hell with it, I'm still going to the show. So, she's like, oh, my God, is he having a good time without me? So she starts texting him during the show. So he's having like a text fight. So I was like, what are you doing? And he explained the thing. So he just handed me the phone.
That's funny.
And I just texted, this is Bill Burr. Leave this poor bastard alone. And I hit send, and the hilarity ensued.
Hilarity.
You made something out of it.
Yes, I did.
At the Jim Norton show at Caroline's, we had a guy.
2 nights. 2 nights.
Two
the
nights in
night
a
you
row?
were there and the next night we had, and guys right in the fucking that front center table.
Oh, it's brutal.
And you can tell he's a huge fan of Jim Norton. That's the problem. It's not one of these guys that walked in with a bachelor party or some shit.
Right.
You can tell the guy really likes Jim. He's even
Kenny
admitting.
gave him a talking to.
He's like, look, I've been checking you out for the last 10 years. I'm a fan. But he wouldn't
stop
shut up.
interrupting. So then he leaves, right? And Kenny
But
takes
Jimmy,
him
I
out.
love you.
But, dude, but it's amazing. They never think they're wrong. I hate alcohol. And then outside in the signing line, I'm talking to him and his chick for a minute. I'm trying to be nice to him. And then I'm going to take a picture with his chick. He goes, oh, fuck this guy. He's a sellout. Like he's in a blackout. And the night before, some big fat guy up front kept interrupting and pointing at his friend going, here.
Oh, God, what is that?
I'm like, are there any single girls? He's like, He's like, you know the type, and they never think they're fucking wrong, dude.
Fucking idiots.
They're amazed when they get
I had
thrown
a
out.
guy, the biggest one I ever had was this guy at DC Improv. He was the biggest asshole. He was. I didn't want to say what the guy was saying during my act because your listeners will
Of
then
course,
do
they'll
it.
start doing it.
Just would not shut up. Helpful heckling, screaming the whole time. So finally he gets tossed out. And it's the classic comedy club tossing out. They put him like an eighth of an inch beyond the door, and they're just like, well, that settles that problem. They turn their backs. Of course he comes back in. And I'm standing there, right? And we really got into it and doing the stupid DVDs. And the last guy, who am I looking at? The asshole they're supposed to throw out. And he's like, you don't understand. I love you.
Oh,
he's like
God.
spitting in my face as he's telling me that he loves me. Oh, it was brutal.
And then the club does nothing, right?
Oh, even better. Comes back the next night. They don't even recognize him. Somebody overhears him saying, I'm sitting down in the front and I'm yelling out all his punchlines. And they put him right in the third row. And I come walking out, and there's the same guy. Same guy. And rather like an idiot, I don't just say, hey, this is the same guy. I just stand there defensively, delivering my act in an angry way, just waiting for this guy. So now I start having a bad show.
Oh, shit.
And then out of nowhere, the guy says one thing, and they toss him out. And then the crowd turned on me. And this guy was just going like, dude, you're the headliner. You should have to deal with that or something. I don't know, something like that.
Did you explain what happened the night before?
You didn't explain? You almost have to at that point.
But I think if someone tried to walk out on the check, the fucking club would have somebody there stopping him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's a little more important.
Choke him out.
Yeah, just sit there and enjoy, man. Please.
What's worse
I
than
feel
when you're
bad for these guys.
What's worse than when you're bombing in front of somebody who you know is rooting for you to bomb, like somebody who doesn't like you?
That's gotta suck.
It's the worst.
That's a bad one.
Are you taking a peek at them to see?
Every so often you give an eye.
Are you taking a peek at the guy?
I have to tell you what. I gotta tell you.
For that guy.
I have to tell you what the guy was saying. I don't give a shit if this hurts me for a couple of weeks. Any joke I would tell, the crowd would laugh and he'd just go, "Ah, Billy!" Dude, it was like maniacal. Like I was thinking, like maybe he's gonna stop, and he just kept doing it.
What an asshole!
Yeah, and I kept going, dude. You're freaking people out. You're ruining the show for everybody. So, and he said, "Mom, I love you."
They don't understand. They're just self-centered.
Fucking classic.
And they get so mad, they turn so fast, and they can't comprehend how they're fucking it up for everybody.
And it's the alcohol.
How many?
Yeah.
It's the alcohol.
How many downloads you doing a week? About your numbers are up there.
Yeah, about 125, 150.
150,000?
Yeah.
A week.
I've been doing like
holy fuck.
You do 1 hour a week?
Guacamole. Yes, I do.
That's great.
I got to do one after
Don't
this.
do it. No more than an hour. Not that you need advice from me.
No more than an hour. And you do it once a week. Leave them wanting more, Opie.
Dude, I'm starting to like download the podcast. I got too many to listen to now. So an hour, it's like beautiful. All right, I'll knock off Bill Burr. I'm going to knock off Bill Burr and Jay Mohr today. It's my day.
Oh yeah, Jesus, great.
Will you go?
He says he's doing it because of you.
I was listening to Florentine's. Florentine's is hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't checked his out yet.
It's hilarious. I listened to the one where he went off on the Super Bowl.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I was working with Verzi last night. We were driving back, listening to it, trying to do Florentine.
Yeah. I liked your take on basketball.
Fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's awful.
What guy is enjoying that? Why?
Fucking Bud Light commercial. Like, never seen a good-looking girl before. Ridiculous. What a joke. What a joke. Yeah. So we were just listening to that, just waiting for him to say, fucking joke. Just dying laughing.
He killed it on the whole Tebow angle.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It's really... well, he did it on our show. I don't know if he did it on his podcast yet, though.
Oh, I got to hear that.
It's really good.
No, his stuff on sports is
really good, right?
Impeccable. Oh, yeah.
His ability to deal logically with it, he's fucking undefeatable.
I said it to Jay, but it's also you're the same way. You guys always have a great take on sports. You, Jay, and certainly Florentine.
Oh,
not that typical sports talk bullshit. You always find that left turn, man. I love it.
You know what freaks me out on ESPN is Herm Edwards. Like, I don't know what happened to that guy. He was like a badass defensive back.
He was.
When he was a coach. The guy, he was just the man. He was like a drill sergeant. Like, yeah, look at that guy. He goes on that show. I don't know what he's doing. He always starts slow and then he just wigs out. He just goes like, hey, the Jets are playing the Bengals. What do you think? He goes, well, you got two people playing a football game on Sunday. Like, what the fuck just happened to you?
It's revving up an engine.
Yeah, like, what are they telling you to go? Like, Herm, you're too boring just being yourself.
Yeah.
Throw a little Flavor Flav in there.
That's great.
Do you do an hour without stopping, or will you like do a subject and go, fuck it, I'm going to relax for a bit, pause?
No, I just wing it, and I start bombing.
Last podcast, he went after a bug and left us all just hanging there. As you were killing a fucking mosquito. A moth or something.
They eat your sweaters, Opie. I have zero tolerance. I have to get a cedar chest.
Yeah. He even goes, I don't care if you guys leave.
What a horrible goal thing to get. Cedar chest.
But he even goes,
chest of drawers.
I don't care if you guys leave my podcast. I got to kill this moth. And we're just all sitting there waiting for you to come back on mic. Yeah. It was funny, though.
Yelled at some squirrels.
Yeah.
How's your dog?
My dog is doing phenomenally.
There's a panic out there when you're fucking tweeting about a lost dog.
Man,
we all thought
I know.
it was your dog.
No, it was.
No, I know now.
A friend of Nia's dog, and
totally thought that was your dog.
They found it.
Yeah, thank God.
Because coyotes take dogs out there, right?
Oh yeah, but this was a pity, so they don't mess with them. Those coyotes are cowards.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, they
don't go after. They go after
gang.
poodles.
Yeah, the gang beat down. They always pick on something smaller.
You seen coyotes out there?
Yeah. And it's amazing.
Are they scary?
Yeah, because they have that same look in their eye that like a hooker does, where it's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's just, I will fuck you.
Of your money.
Yeah, as opposed to that dick tease sort of thing. Like, they have that look on their face. They're looking at you, sizing you up. Like, can I grab that thing by the throat and shake it and then eat it? He's a little big.
Big butt.
If I had a couple more friends, maybe. Yeah. Put a pin in that. Maybe we'll come by. Maybe we'll come by tomorrow. He'll have his back to us, putting out the trash.
kind of look like a dog, so he's not completely threatened.
Yeah, no, that's why I love my dog, because they just look at him and like, or her, I should say, in the society. Forget it.
There's
Sure
some-
as hell isn't me, my
there's-
Ron Howard face.
There's some shit out there in the hills of L.A., man. I had no idea. When I was spending some time out there, I'd hike, and I saw the sign after the fact about the cougars and everything else that's on the trails. Fuck that. I would have never went hiking if I read the sign ahead of time.
They always say there hasn't been any mountain lions.
Mountain lions, I should say, right.
Yeah. Same thing, I think, right? There haven't been any mountain lions there since the 1930s. You know,
right?
Since the Little Rascals were making movies, right? That's what they try and say. But then, like, every once in a while, you see in the news, they'll just be like, 2 mountain lion cubs found in the driveway under somebody's SUV. Coming up next.
Now this.
Oh, they're cute little news stories, yeah. Yeah.
I heard that when I was riding on a rental car bus, another high point in my career. I was riding on, and they were talking 75 degrees, big traffic jam. Then they go, and a python the size of a bus coming up next.
A bus.
And nobody even flinched. Everyone's just it's like, really? The size of a bus? Really?
Why were you on the bus?
I was going over to get a rental car. That was the beginning of the story, Opie, that you weren't listening to. I said I was on the rental car bus.
Rental car bus.
The rental car bus.
Airport,
I didn't
probably.
hear rental car. I didn't hear car.
okay.
I heard rental bus, whatever.
When are you at Caroline's, by the way? Because Bill's at Caroline's.
July.
In July.
July what to what?
I don't know.
8th to 11th.
Just go to carolines.com or call them. Just say Bill Burr in July. It's probably 1 week. They'll know.
Go 8 through the
Hey,
11th.
are you guys coming through the West Coast with the tour?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is that the most insane lineup ever?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Murderers Row?
Despicable Murderers Row, definitely.
It's actually, this time it's DePaulo, me, Attell, and Artie. Stanhope did
missed
some.
Stanhope.
Yeah, no, Stanhope did some. Nick is doing some because it's easy for him
okay.
and Artie. Stanhope was great. Wore a fucking bad suit. He's a psychopath. He really is a psychopath.
I loved it. It's a good show.
God damn it. I miss everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll go out there. We might.
So, Anthony, I'm getting close to pulling the trigger. No point intended.
I hear
no pun
no pun intended.
No point intended
Yeah,
either.
I hear.
Such a moron.
I hear.
carry?
That's
You're going to carry?
I have a house now, and it's fucking unsettling.
Yes. Right?
I've been joking on stage that when you live in an apartment building, there's that relaxing feeling to be around that many potential victims. And you're like, yeah, I'm up on the 5th floor. He's gonna come all the way up here.
When he could get someone on the first?
Yeah, and then you got to run down 5 flights of stairs. Cops are going to be there. He's going to get somebody in the first couple of floors. Dude, when you're in a house and it's just you, you know?
Yeah.
The world is on the other side of the door. And it just freaks me out.
Yeah, that's it.
But what's her face? What's her face? Neil, when she's not... Sorry.
What's her face?
Nice.
I got to be just to
a long
save
time
my
now.
ass here. I went out until like 2:30 in the morning last night drinking, so
Yeah.
I'm on one leg here. What's her face? Jesus, I hope she doesn't hear this. Now some douche is going to send it to her.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Were you a gun guy growing up, or you've completely, changed your opinion?
I was a gun guy as a little kid watching cowboy and India movies. And then, one time I went out and I shot a gun and didn't have earplugs on. Shot a 5-shot 38, not a good idea. After the first one went out, I couldn't hear anything, and I just unloaded the next.
Just want to get over with.
I wanted to get it over with.
Are you getting her to get a gun too? Like, are you going to have her take lessons?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, we did it with the dog. We did it with the pit bull. Now, she could walk it through like a bunch of first graders holding like raw meat, and would not have a problem.
Yeah.
The dog would just be right next to her. So I just figured the gun's the same thing. But yeah.
Yeah, what are you taking, a safety course and shit?
I'm too old to get a black belt in anything, so I want to get in the express lane.
That's funny.
I don't want to learn how to aim. Just give me the shotgun. Just general vicinity. I'll catch his shoulder at least.
Why you? Get out of my house.
I love the whole thing. The whole thing about the shotgun, where they say, because the big urban myth is all they hear is
Yeah,
and that's it. Really? Well, what if I hear 2 more on the other side of the door?
Right.
Then, isn't that like the World Series of Poker? I hear your shotgun and I raise you a couple of machine guns. All right, setting this thing down.
Yeah, you got to have something ready to go in the shotgun.
Yeah, no, just
Chick. Are you looking for pistol or rifle or shotgun? Yeah.
I just want, if somebody is going to try to take me out, I would like to go down
right
with some sort of a fight. And dude, Like, I live in a bankrupt state. I live in a city that technically has no water supply. I keep reading. The Rolling Stones just did like a 5-page article on Bank of America, dude. It was so criminal. I heard Keith Robinson's voice laughing. you know how he loves like evil stuff, and then they did this to old people. And I just heard Keith going, so it's like,
that's right, stupid. Take it.
That's what you get, stupid. Yeah.
What'd they say? Because I hate the Bank of America.
Dude, this is the thing. I'm so stupid. I'm gonna have to read it like 5 times, but it was just it was the whole build up to the whole bubble that they created, and then how nobody went to jail, and then they got the bailout money, and then they kept it, and then how they charge you on the ATMs. It was just all they were missing was that 1920s mustache.
Yeah.
And
we're so close to losing money to have it in their banks.
You already are, really.
We're so close.
I took most of my money out of there and just invested it.
We're getting less than 1% in savings, basically.
And then fees
now the fees and the ATM thing.
No, and then if you just read up on money, it's like it's legalized counterfeiting, and they just keep printing more, and there's nothing behind it, and it's just everybody believes in the lie. But it's literally, it's just teetering.
You have to believe in the lie, because if you don't believe in it, then the whole thing is fucked.
There's no gold behind this. So what? Here.
So what?
I can still give it and get a shirt for it. Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been on the gold standard in years, but the whole value is that it's America.
No, as far as I can tell, is that it's barrels per oil is still measured in U.S. dollars. That somehow gives it value, which I don't understand. But if it was somehow to flip and say euros per barrel, which is what old Saddam was trying to do. I guess he was getting together with old Hugo Chavez.
Oh, well.
And they were trying to get out from underneath.
Kind of that.
Yeah, we can't have that. So then all of a sudden we were all concerned about the Iraqi people. We need to defend their freedom. Son of a bitch is going to bankrupt us.
When did we come off the gold standard?
I think officially, we did, but then like totally 100% Nixon signed something, according to my YouTube research. Do not hold me on this.
That's more than I know about it, and but I know it's just supposed to. I mean, I like Ron Paul, and that's a big fucking rally cry for Ron Paul.
I always love the crazy guy. I don't vote Democrat or Republican. Look at what Obama, right?
Yeah.
First black president ever, Democrat. This dude should be the most liberal guy ever. Signs a defense package where now they can just arrest anybody without a trial and hold you indefinitely just because they think you're a terrorist. That's like something Stalin would be like standing up, doing the Arsenio, applauding. Yeah, would totally be applauding. And like that just tells me that there has to be like
somebody else in charge,
some higher power.
Yes.
Yeah, they got money on every horse that's running, and it's just like
that's unbelievable.
I'd like to know who the movers and shakers are.
Yeah, that's that classic Bill Hicks bit. You go in there and they show you the Kennedy assassination from an angle you've never seen before. Any questions? Not at all.
They take you to the basement of the White House.
Yeah. Such a great bit, yeah.
Hey, Tony in Cleveland says, Bill Burr is a legend. Tony, why is Bill Burr a legend?
Hey guys.
He's going to trash me.
Son, he goes to college and he's taking a course on public speaking. And his professor was showing some, like, famous speeches and people speaking. And then he was trying to point out that no matter how bad your speech is going or how uncomfortable you are, there's always a way out from underneath it. And he proceeds to show the whole class your Philly stand-up where you just attacked the crowd and turned them.
Oh, wow. In Philly, the famous fucking time, I was going to say this completely wrong. Bill Burr was not bombing that night. It was just a weird fucking night.
Yes, I was.
But you were funny, though. You were being funny.
You were funny, though.
No,
all right, technically you were bombing, but it had nothing to do with you and your material.
50, I started off with some stupid cell phone joke that bombed, and then I ran to my next joke, and that was the one that they were playing in the promos. Everyone heard it, and then I bailed on it and go, "Well, you guys aren't going to laugh at that?" And then they just went, "Bah!" And that's what started it. So
what I want to know is, it's on YouTube. It's legendary, but weren't we filming those fucking shows? It was part of our virus show. There's got to be a much better copy of that out there.
Well, I think that we had just allowed certain people to film, and or they wouldn't film without getting paid. Steve C, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, I'm talking about the production.
I thought we were.
The production guys.
Oh, that's a good
No,
question.
I don't think it was Steve C. I'm talking about the production guys. I thought they were filming with the hope of maybe we could figure something out down the road. I would love to know that, because it would be great if there was a better copy out there.
Sitting in a vault somewhere. Hopefully.
I think it might be.
There's no vaults anymore. You know, it's probably on somebody's laptop that they just threw out, donated to a school.
Oh my God!
I have tapes. I have little fucking those minis.
Yeah.
Tapes. Right before you were able to get the card.
Sure.
To put in And I have a lot of road shows on there. So I don't know. It might be on one of mine.
What do you mean?
I know I used to go around, remember, backstage and shit.
Film, yeah.
I was videoing everything.
But somebody has a good copy of Bill Burr just beating the shit out of that
Probably.
crowd. And by the end of it, for the people that I can't imagine, there's people that still don't know what happened. But Bill Burr got a standing ovation by the end of it. That's what made that so amazing, because he took on the entire crowd and they wanted to take him out. And by the end, they were fucking standing up and applauding.
That was an amazing.
It was fun.
And then Jimmy went out and acted like nothing happened. Right. went right into his material and absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, that was equally amazing, because I remember when I got off, you said that was, Opie walks by, he goes, that was one for the ages, bro. And I'm already wondering, like, how is this going to be taken? Am I going to be humiliated and all that? And then I walked back and I saw Jimmy standing there, and I felt like a selfish ass for burning down the whole room. And I was like, sorry about that. Hey, Jimmy's like, hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And just goes out there and is like, hey, how's everybody doing? Like he was on the Tonight Show. Went right into his material and destroyed.
Yeah, that worked out okay.
Sam, maybe play it on the after show if the quality's good enough. I don't know. But I feel like there's a better copy out there somewhere, so we should try to hunt it
I
down.
kind of like that it's just blurry.
You do?
Yeah. It kind of it fits
the whole thing.
It fits the whole mood of that thing.
So, Tony, they're really playing that in your son's college class there, huh?
Yeah, they didn't have the video. He said it was just an audio clip,
Right.
so they didn't get to see the video. But my son, he went with me once to see Burr when he was in Cleveland. He's like, yeah, because that guy's a madman. This professor's like, oh, so you've heard this? He goes, no, I wasn't there, but I've heard it.
Yeah, it's legendary. What is it on YouTube there, Sam? That's only one of the copies. This one has almost 1 million views. I've seen other copies that have like 5, 6, 7 million views.
If you look up,
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yeah, this thing is... It just keeps spreading out there.
If you look up Bill Burr Philly.
Yeah, just look up Bill Burr Philly. All right.
Bill Burr fails. That's what always gets the most.
Fail.
Yeah.
Anything with fail on
If
it.
you kill on a late night talk show, no one's going to see it. But if you slip and fall off the stage, that's 100 million hits.
This guy, Jake, you guys were talking about hecklers.
Yes.
And then just audience. This guy has a question about hecklers, I guess, in general. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. I was at Rich Voss and Bonnie's show in Arlington 2 weeks ago. And Bonnie said, what do you guys want to talk about? And I said, how about John Stamos? And I don't know, she didn't like the answer very much. And then Rich came out and he was saying some stuff. And
was it funny stuff?
Yeah, some of it.
Say some of it.
Are you about to say that you raised your voice twice in one comedy show?
Yeah, a couple times. Like Rich said,
Sir,
he
why?
said something about me and my wife, right? And I said, well, your wife hates you. And he's like, okay, we get it, dude. You listen to Opie and Anthony. You know, he said, that's a show I put on there. It's not real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right, exactly. So, he was getting kind of irritated with me, but, I
irritated with your call.
Out of line.
What was the next thing you said to him?
So tentative.
I can't remember. I had too many drinks.
Yeah, exactly. You're making
Drunk.
You're making Bill Burr and Jim Norton's point.
Yeah.
They don't really like when you comment about the show because they're trying to do their thing.
So so it's like interrupting their show.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. It's like occasionally, I very rarely, 1 out of 50 times somebody pipes up, it's charming and fun. The other 49 times, I want to behead them.
Yeah, it says on the screen here, what's the difference between a heckler and someone who is commenting during the show?
That's a good question. You shouldn't talk during the show. Unless, like, I'll say sometimes, like, hey, is anybody into, like, sexual role play? Like, I like to hear sometimes the answers, what people have done. That's a question I'm asking, and then nobody talks.
It's also, like, I think it's very obvious. I think it's very obvious when you guys are doing your act and you need kind of complete focus. You're in your thing.
Sure.
And then there are times you kind of open it up to the venue. I've seen that. All you guys do.
Look,
then it's pretty obvious that they're kind of now fooling around with the crowd. And, then maybe they want you to comment or say
I don't
something.
mind like heckling as far as like if someone wants to try and get me. But if you just once it goes beyond like to that obnoxious level, you're just not going to shut up.
Right.
Then it gets to the point of like, okay, well, I can just stand here and go back and forth with you.
Right.
But people kind of paid to see the show. So like it just gets to that point. But I don't, sometimes like I always hear, certain comics will just say stuff like, do they heckle when you're in a Broadway show? It's like, dude, you're not on Broadway.
Right.
Okay, you're at a Funny Bone.
Right.
You know what I mean? This, you know, people pay like $90 a ticket.
I was on Broadway and they heckled.
Literally, we're on Broadway. Wait a minute.
All right, Jake.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they think for some reason, like they're like comedians are the only ones who get heckled. Bands get shit thrown at them. George Bush got shoes thrown at him.
Yeah.
If you stand with a microphone talking to a group of people, you basically should be sitting on a Duncan stool because it is going to happen.
Did you ever get a heckler that absolutely got you? Because you guys are professionals and you pretty much have heard it all and have seen every situation.
Absolutely.
But you got a story of one that they really did get you?
The first 8 years of my career, like it was I had a 50-50 chance
of getting out of it?
Yeah, or getting owned. Like,
Wow,
when
yeah.
I first came down to New York, with my suburban cul-de-sac point of view. my dockers, I mean, it was bad. And they just smelled the fear, and they would get on me, and I would just hear tables. The worst was when I couldn't even hear what they were saying. I would hear them murmuring, and then the urban that duck laugh, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. They're coming at me. I'm done.
They're laughing at me, not with me.
Yeah, it was brutal. Yeah.
But now there's not a chance. I've seen all you guys. When I see a heckler, I'm like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
No, but still, if I'm in a bad mood, you can get me because I'll already have kind of pissed the crowd off, and stuff. I guess
you get too mean too fast.
Too mean too fast, and people don't like. And if it's just like one of those guest spot nights. So no one gives a shit that it's you. And, Colin was just up, so why would they give a fuck about me? And then I'm up there acting like I'm fucking the grand poobah, and I'm being a dick, and I'm saying bad things about women, and then someone heckles me, and the crowd doesn't have my back. So then I'll throw, hey, why don't you go fuck yourself, crickets, Yeah, you can yeah.
Colin loves to go over like ways to hammer hecklers, like we're upstairs at the cellar. Like if someone yells out, he's hey, could you keep it down to a dull roar? Or hey, sir.
That Colin thing.
Really awful heckle lines.
Funniest man on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to say why because I don't want to ruin it. But
No,
just in
it's
case,
it's hilarious.
I know. I'm sure all
hilarious.
It's amazing how many dummies are out there. It's amazing.
Did you see the one we said New York City needs a good dose of Christianity?
Yes.
Some lady writes, that's the last fucking thing.
Yeah. I don't give a care. That's my favorite.
I don't, IDAC.
IDAC. He just goes, IDAC.
IDGAC.
I don't give a care.
Did you see when he wrote CQ's recipe for success?
Oh, yeah, those are great.
What was it? It was a pair of brass. It's fucking...
You know what?
It's my favorite tweet anyone sent out. Sam, just find CQ's recipe for success. What does it say?
CQ's recipe for success.
You know what I loved too was, did you see his one on The Office? Who's that guy who was on for a season and was leaving? The guy from Less Than Zero?
David.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can never remember his name. Hold on.
James
Spader.
So he tweeted, James Spader's leaving The Office. He goes, gee, I wonder who they're going to get to replace him. Gee, I wonder. And then he goes, hashtag fat paycheck. And then all these people wrote, you really think they're going to fucking cast you? Like losing their minds. Here I am saying what he's doing. I should shut up.
That's right.
Hilarious.
CQ recipe for success / dinner, 1/2 cup of brass you-know-what's, a tablespoon of I don't give a care, and a pound of get off my back, Jack.
He's brilliant, man.
A tablespoon of I don't give a care.
That guy is brilliant.
What a fucking horrible thing.
It's I am Colin Quinn on Twitter.
He really took to Twitter, man. He found his
niche,
and
it's the best angle.
It's great. Yeah. It's so fucking great.
Because in the end, Twitter's all bullshit.
Yeah, what are you going to do on there? Just fucking
when are we supposed to stop tweeting?
Get into the same Second Amendment arguments I get into every fucking night.
The fucking Goodfellas with healthcare thing that just made me laugh. Mm-hmm. We just do like just Goodfella lines with our healthcare system. Oh, was that great?
Did you see when he was casting Tough Crowd the movie?
Oh, no.
And saying, somebody tweeted the part of Bill Burr will be played by Cynthia Nixon.
Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Hey, do people beat up your hybrid because it's a hybrid? I was listening to your podcast. It seems like you have a lot of problems with your hybrid, and it seems like people just get angry when they see hybrid cars out there and feel like they have to do something to it.
No, the shit keeps happening to my car, though.
Yeah.
Somebody broke the window sitting in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke into it. I think they saw, like, the cord hanging out, so they thought maybe there was an iPod in there. And all there was a bag of quarters for the parking meter, and they took that, which really
course they
fucking
did.
bugs me because they're walking. Well, at least I got something.
Yeah, right.
That's fucking annoying me.
At least I got something.
Yeah, no, that's really bugging me.
Because they're annoyed, you know.
Yeah.
If they break your window, they expect to at least come away with something.
Oh, you know what kills me too is they break the window, and rather than just opening the glove box, they got to rip it open. It's like it wasn't locked.
Right.
All right, you fucking movie criminal guy thinks you got to do this.
Could you at least make it easy for me after you leave?
The console thing, yeah. It just bent it back like Joe Theismann's leg coming in, just all twisted up.
It's violating, isn't it, when they stick shit?
Just picturing that douche.
Sitting in your
you got to see my open in 5 minutes. I'm talking about like how I'm fantasies of shooting the guy. You know, not center mass. I want to get him in the leg so he doesn't die, but every time it rains, he remembers.
He feels it.
Should have never done that.
It is so violating. You're right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I had my car broken into once, and I knew the guy was going to do it because I used to carry like one of those little fag bags, around your waist. They put a little walk, and I'd have
fanny pack,
and I was putting it under the seat, and I saw some fucking homeless guy notice me, just leaned, and I'm like, "Move your car, stupid! You know the rules." He saw you do that. Right. Came back later. It was fucking right by the sun. Years ago, I would never do that again. He knew. You knew too. But I saw him see me. I deserved it.
Fell for it.
Yeah, I sure did. Thank God nobody was hurt. Am I right or wrong?
Exactly. Hey, that's a good premise though for Chip. You know, why do they call it a fanny pack when they wear it in the front?
I don't get it. And how come it's a fanny pack if it's not one? I'll use that one.
Oh, no, then he does that. Yeah, isn't that horrible? The push.
I love and hate Chip.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
At the same time.
But it's 99% love.
No, it's really not.
Bill, you in town for a couple days?
No, I fly out
today.
Yeah.
And
I swung by to say hello
showed
to
up so late.
My old buddies.
We're almost
Damn you,
home.
Dude! I always try to call on the show, and you guys never fucking pick up.
What?
We want
screening my calls. Is that what it is?
we want Bill Burr phone calls. So I don't know if I believe you. You got the right number?
I'll have to check during the break.
Yeah, we'd
I
love
have two
phone
numbers.
calls from you.
It says O&A hotline.
All right,
that's what it says right.
Make sure you got the right.
I finally just got the hotline number. I've been calling Sam using the regular number, but easy to get through.
I was about to say, I'm surprised
no
you get through.
one on that fucking phone. No one calling up Sam's show.
I would heckle Bill real good at his show.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say?
Hey, Bill Burr, what are you, cold or something, Burr?
Oh, God. Sarah, what is that face?
Got nothing.
No, you got him that time, Chip.
Just noticing he's adding that annoying laugh after.
Oh, yeah, that. And then the hand pounding on the fucking console.
Hey, nice egg sandwich. What are there, chickens in there or something?
that I don't know what it is. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, the show's over.
Packing my bags.
Yeah, it's always bad when you're talking and you see Anthony wrapping the cords.
I'm roadieing my fucking.
He's not fucking around today.
Computer. I got him. I got the big pool opening today.
It's technically
fucking A, man. Pool is open today, motherfuckers.
Yay!
When I come back in July.
Yeah.
All right?
July is the next time I'm going to see you.
No. I mean, I'm most likely another time. But I'm
Go out
just
to
saying.
Calvert and get the heavy artillery out.
Yeah.
Laugh your
I
ass
gotta
off.
check out your compound.
Yeah.
You never been to his house?
You've never.
It's great, dude.
Fuck, man.
Never
Come
been.
on.
Pretty
you
impressive.
gotta fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got the pool opening up today. He's fucking gonna be killer.
I always pictured it like half Tony Soprano, half Cheesecake Factory, or like
It's
some sort
definitely
of water,
not too
slide.
It definitely has a
Not too
Tony
off.
Soprano thing to it.
I love it.
Yeah, it definitely has that kind of vibe going on.
Andy, look at your house.
Hey.
You made it.
What the fuck do you get? Yeah. He's crying because the fucking ducks are there and they're leaving and he wants to shoot them.
Great scene.
I was watching that yesterday on A&E. They actually do a good job for a channel that they can't, use the language that the Sopranos
They try at
normally
least.
use.
They don't
But
fuck it up.
I guess they took the second. They did both lines, the dirty one and the clean one, when they filmed it. So
Yes.
it's not really fucking crazy to see them saying freaking instead of fucking, and you know what they were saying anyway. I'd rather see it with the curses, but it's not as horrible as Mr. Falcon.
The famous Mr. Falcon.
Yes.
Bill Burr podcast, Monday morning podcast, doing very well. I suggest you check it out.
Yes, sir.
Bill Burr on
Absolutely.
Twitter. Any other gigs coming up?
I don't know. I don't have much this month. I got a college that's open to the public on April 27th.
Whoa. Wow.
Where is it?
That's unusual,
It's
huh?
in New Hampshire, the great state.
I never done a gig up there. It's nice, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the Boston market, or is that like a little bit out of it?
It depends.
Yeah, you don't want to cannibalize the bar. I can't cannibalize it, but I would.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
If it's right over the border, it's kind of Boston still.
Nah, I think it's far enough away. Now you got me worried. It's going to hurt my ticket sales in Boston.
Nah, you'll be fine up there, man.
Why am I going to drive all the way down there when I could just see him in New Hampshire?
I could see him over here.
Fucking Bruins. You think they got a shot or what?
I don't know.
I'm going Flyers. I got it for the in-laws. My team's out, so I got to pick a team.
How great was that game yesterday?
I only tuned it in the last 5 minutes, and we're talking about the Penguins Flyers. Holy fuck!
Right.
You see the coaches almost go at it.
It was everything that makes hockey great and makes most people not like hockey because they think it's barbaric. I love it. Absolutely love it.
The coaches almost went at it yesterday.
How funny is Hartnell?
Unbelievable.
Hartnell is one of the funniest.
He's old school.
He's one of the funniest. Like, he's unbelievable. He can score goals and just annoy the shit out of the other team.
Yeah, he's old school.
I should hate him as a Bruins fan. Sorry, I'm eating a fucking sandwich here.
That's okay. You know what? You got to respect those guys because
you're eating.
Ty Domi, Domi, right?
Ty Domi.
No, but I wouldn't.
I used to love that guy, even when he was beating up my team. How do you not love a guy like that?
No, did you see him do?
If you're
did
a
you
hockey
see
fan.
Hartnell doing the Hulk Hogan, putting his hand up to his ear as people are throwing stuff at him? It's just like you gotta love that.
That's
guy.
all old school '70s shit.
Yeah, but we finally Bruins finally beat the Rangers last night, but the Rangers look tough.
Rangers are real tough this year.
Yeah, but they're the Rangers.
I don't.
You know, are they going to do something? Anthony, I'll see you later.
Go.
I know, I understand. Yeah, you got other things to do.
He's got the pool thing.
Jesus.
I actually have an appointment.
Look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's got
stepping it up.
something.
Wait a minute. Look at this whole London fog look. I love it.
I got tired of going to. I'm wearing like a gentleman's coat because I got tired of going to events with a suit jacket and my fucking. I have that same horrible coat that Sherrod Small has. That like bomber jacket. So I had to get a gentleman's coat. Yeah, you know, if you're going to wear a sweater, you got it's
I got one.
You're looking, I would say, dapper.
Well, he wears a lot of sweaters now.
Yeah.
He's a sweater boy cutie.
You know how Weight Watchers works. You know, you lose a little bit.
Yeah. He's looking good for his special.
I'm out of here.
That was such a creepy squeeze of the pinky.
All
right, Jimmy.
We can go too, I guess.
No, let's talk a little hockey.
Well,
a little bonus time.
Well, my fucking Islanders suck, so I have to pick a team.
Dude, are they going to leave? They're gonna leave next
I think they are. But they got another year, maybe 2 years left on the lease. I think they are at this point.
You know how insane that would be? That like a team that won 4 in a row was a dynasty and all that.
Right. I can't believe they can't figure it out. I just can't believe it. I hope they move to Brooklyn or closer to like the old Shea Stadium. There's rumors of doing something like that. That would be cool. But if the Islanders leave, then I have to pick another team. It would kill me to pick the Rangers.
And you've hated everybody in the old Patrick division your whole life.
Of course. Philly at this point is my second home for the last 8 years, so I don't have as much of a problem now rooting for the Flyers now that the Islanders are out.
Dude,
but I couldn't do that on a regular basis.
I always feel so bad for sports. I can't imagine if the Bruins ever left Boston. I was just trying to think who I would have rooted for.
Who would you go for?
All right, the closest team, Canadians, forget about that.
Right.
That's never happening.
Right.
Then you got
New York teams.
Or Buffalo. I actually
Buffalo's an easy one. I could go Buffalo.
No, fuck Buffalo.
I could go Buffalo.
I still hate them from back when they had Foligno with that stupid Racer X hat they used to wear. Tom Barrasso, was he on that team?
A lot of the Western New Yorkers.
Lindy Ruff.
I don't remember the. Oh yeah, I remember that name. But a lot of the Western New Yorkers go to Boston to vacation, so there is a kind of connection there.
This is weird as this might sound, I would go. I like the Flyers. And I do like the Rangers because of 1994, because watching somebody break a curse, and I was
finally
just a Red Sox fan. I was like watching that, and Mark Messier. I thought that was awesome.
That kind of,
and everybody.
But that kind of fucked our chant over. Our Islanders had a great chant, 1940. Now we have to go 1994, but they say 1983.
Yeah.
3.
You don't want to bring it up when they've won one earlier.
No, we got to wait now.
No, but everybody stole their "Let's Go Rangers" chant. Let's go Rangers.
Sure.
Even when I go to a Bruins game, they go "Let's go Bruins." It was never that when I was growing up. It was "Here we go Bruins, here we go," and the whole rafters would be shaking. And
do you realize '94 is now 18 years ago?
Yep, I realize we're.
Seems like yesterday.
Yep.
Seems like yesterday the Rangers finally did it. That's 18 years ago already.
Yeah, and how long was their course? 54 years.
54, 1940 before that. They went 1940, then 1994. Yeah.
They're not going to go another 54 years. They
got a strong chance of winning it this year. Fuck.
Did you see that whole thing on that goaltender there?
No.
Henrik Lundqvist?
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was such a movie star looking guy.
On 24/7, you mean?
Yeah, they had this whole thing. Like I just thought he was another fat guy playing goalie. Goalies to me are always fat guys.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were. The fat kid always played goalie.
Yeah.
The spaz played right field.
Right.
Right? There was places you went.
Well, the goalie was always a little funny. You had to be a little fucking funny to stand in front of pucks.
Sort of an alcohol problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
no,
I got to tell you something, man. I've been playing. I took up the game.
I heard you in the podcast.
About a year and a half ago, dude. I don't know what happened the last 2 times I played. A couple of things put together. Mm-hmm. I still suck, but I feel like I'm on the upper level of sucking at this point. You know, like upper middle class. I'm like upper sucking.
Right.
And
all of a sudden you're in the zone. It all kind
of. No, you know what it was, dude. I'm such a psycho. Like I was watching on YouTube, like coaches who coach hockey, like hockey coaches, and I was watching the videos, and because the biggest thing that you have when you're out there, aside from how do I skate and stick handle at the same time, which I still can't do. I'm terrible with that. But the other big question I have is, where the fuck am I supposed to be? You know what I mean? I know that
just the basics.
Yeah, when you go in the offensive zone, I always see like the defensemen are at the blue lines, but you know,
you can't go in too deep.
All of that, no idea where to be, and I just watched a couple of these things about them cycling the puck around, and a couple things on breakouts, and all of a sudden, the last time I played, someone said, "Hey, you're a pretty good positional player."
Oh, really? So
you're
they
kind of
noticed
where you're supposed to be, and then we give you the puck, and you turn it over instantaneously.
I would assume that everyone didn't know where they were.
You know what would be hilarious is if you could somehow like hook up something to test my heart rate and watch how high up it goes when the puck is passed to me. Because I just said somebody's coming and I have to look down when I have the puck.
You're just
I compare it to like texting while driving. So I'm sitting there, I got to look so I don't lose it.
It's like, how long can I look down before someone fucking creams me?
People know I panic, too, because whenever the puck comes near me, people always like, plenty of time, Bill. You got plenty of time. And I immediately just try to send it around the boards, and someone else takes it and goes in for a goal.
How is that, though? You're in your 40s, right?
43.
43. Yeah. So how is it to go back to one of your sports you loved in your 40s?
Well, I only played pond hockey and that type of thing, but the great thing
about something you just enjoyed is what I'm saying. And
dude, it's phenomenal. And I got to tell you what the great thing is because I'm so old, I can't run anymore unless like my life is in danger, right?
Right.
It's just my back, my knees, everything kills me. But something about skating, it's not like you're not stomping your feet, so it's not like high impact.
Right.
And you still feel fast because you can skate way faster than you could ever run. Even though you're the slowest guy on the ice, your jersey's still blowing in the breeze.
Right.
I'm telling you.
See, because my sport was basketball. And at my gym, there's pickup games all the time. And I'm like, just do it, dummy. There's guys out there I know are older than me, and I would fucking enjoy it.
You should do it.
And I still shoot around, and I just enjoy doing it.
Definitely do it. Then you get on it. I'm going to join a league.
Are you?
Yeah, I got to do it.
Because they got leagues at my gym, too. I'm like, why not? Why not,
Hey, did you see that picture? I don't know if it's Photoshop, but it's funny either way.
The Bruins one?
Yeah.
That went around yesterday?
Oh, it was hilarious.
What does it say again?
I wish there's some girl holding up a sign to Tyler Sagan who's like the young heartthrob.
I tweeted it yesterday. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it said, I wish I only got 2 minutes for hooking.
Oh, no, there was another one about we blew you in high school. Did you see that one?
No.
It's on my timeline, Opie Radio. I'll get a cheap plug in there. Go way back because I had a fucking live tweet the Country Music Awards yesterday. Yeah, I think it said something like, we blew you in high school. But then someone had to ruin it for me and say, oh, that's Photoshop. That website Photoshops those signs all the time.
Oh, so because
it looked pretty real to me.
It didn't look. This is why it didn't look real to me because he was wearing the away jersey.
Right.
Sagan's wearing the away jersey, and the entire crowd is Bruins fans. Like the whole crowd. So I thought it was Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
It's still funny.
It's so funny. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, but you want to think somebody actually came up with that, and Tyler Sagan's actually really laughing at that.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Start a new trend. Just come up with these dumb signs for real.
Well, why don't you give away 2 pairs of tickets along the glass once a month,
Let's do it.
And then you just, whoever comes up with it, you have a contest, whoever comes up with the best sign. No, but then the NHL will be looking for it.
Well, we used to get signs in the wrestling events and stuff, so it's not too far-fetched. We might have to go old school and start doing it again.
Are we even doing radio at this point, or are we just sitting here brainstorming ideas?
I haven't talked to you in a while. It's good.
You know what I think would be funny?
I can't wait for playoff hockey, though. I tweeted yesterday that the Penguins-Flyers, That's one
They have
sport.
to play each other. They have to. Both of them better win until they play each other.
I think they got a rematch this week. I think they got to play one more time.
They play Saturday.
But the game might matter, right? Because they only have a couple points between them as far as the top seed goes, right?
Yeah.
I think. So they have to play hard still. That could get ugly.
I got this weird thing where I love the Flyers, but I hate their fans. Because one time I went to a Bruins game with my mother, and they were so obnoxious.
And Bruins fans aren't?
Oh, no. No.
I mean, Philly takes the cake. We all know
that's what I'm saying. I'm giving them respect here.
Right.
Because when I really think of all the stuff they were saying, it was absolutely hilarious. But I was there with my mom. I'm trying to enjoy the game, you know.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I've always loved the Flyers. And then I got this weird thing where I have so many friends who are Penguins fans. But I just hate the Penguins because I just think that, we lost Neely and Savard, career-ending injuries to those sons of bitches.
Right, yeah.
So I can't like them. But
you have more. I'm starting to have more respect for Crosby, and I know that's almost sacrilege, but
no, he's awesome.
The guy fucking keeps getting up. They called him a pussy for a while there, but now he's fucking taking concussions and he's getting right back in there. He took that fucking puck to the nose the other day. You see that?
Yeah, dude. Nobody who plays.
I'm starting to have a little more respect for the
is
guy because it's so easy to just hate on him as being a pussy. But I see him taking some pretty good hits lately. He took a pretty good hit at the end of the game yesterday.
You know what it is? It's those big pouty lips. That's what gets him.
Yeah.
He's got those.
And that 24, but that 24/7 does it too. Whatever team they feature, I start liking. You've watched the 24/7. I start liking them for whatever reason. I even started finding myself liking the Rangers a little bit.
That Ovechkin one was weird, though, how he still lives with, his parents.
Really strange. What's that about?
Yeah, he's almost like he was...
Get a house for your parents close by, whatever.
He was coming off like a pothead, like his mom was cooking for him and stuff. Man. And it's just dude, you're one of the best guys in the league. What's going on? It was like a combination of funny...
Yeah.
And then, then just kind of weird.
You want to say, look, you're Ovechkin. I think if I remember this correctly, he was playing video games while his mom was cooking him dinner downstairs. I'm like, hey, that sounds like a great luxury, but the fact is, you're still in your mom's house.
Yeah, all that was missing was, his dad coming in going did you look for a job today?
Right.
Dad, I'm gonna.
This stupid hockey thing's not going to last forever,
what's going to find out? He's probably getting, blackmailed by some psycho back home. That's no joke. Russians are no, living out on the West Coast, I'll tell you, the two people,
I'm scared of Russians.
When you look at them, Armenians and Russians, those are like the pit bulls of white people.
Right.
They should have a tough man competition where the two of them just go at it. I was saying that in my podcast. Have Dana White put that together. Just toughest civilian, just something toughest dude. Dude, all those Armenian guys, they all got their heads shaved. They all look like they could put you in an arm bar, choke you out.
I completely
Superman
agree.
punch. I would not fuck with any of them.
I even see the Russian dads at the park with their kids. They're even at a dumb playground. They're intimidating as hell.
Oh yeah.
I pray that my kid doesn't get in a little thing with the Russian kid because I know I'm gonna have to deal with the Russian dad, who's way more intimidating than the fucking
give you some old world headbutt.
Yeah,
that you never get up from.
Than the dork that wears his Yankees cap and thinks he's something.
On his Jordan shorts.
All that shit. Those fucking guys are easy. It's the Russians with that fucking blank stare. I'm like, what is he thinking?
Yeah.
I got to go or my ride's going to leave.
I hear you.
Bill Burr? God, I hope Kenny's still there. You think he left on me?
Probably.
Hey, I want to thank everyone who came out to my shows down in Wilmington. I was performing with Joey Roses, the teen idol sensation from your wonderful program. And
well, he took your spot. You know that.
Huh? He did take my spot. I groomed him.
We missed the Bill Burr on this show.
And
badly.
You brought him in, and then, why don't you guys start taking my calls?
Well, we got to make sure you got the right hotline numbers. It
says O&A hotline in my phone.
In all fairness, fucking Joe does a great job for us. Really. Fucking love when Joe comes in, too.
Listen, Opie, I don't want to hear about your new girlfriend, all right?
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm back in town. Tell him to take the couch.
You're leaving today. Thanks a lot. I usually get you for a couple days. All right, Bill Burr.
I'll be here in July, so the whole week doing Caroline's, but I'll be back before then.
That'll be great. Bill Burr's podcast is really good. Check it out on iTunes.
The Monday Morning Podcast.
Monday Morning Podcast.
Just go to BillBurr.com.
And BillBurr.com and at Bill Burr on Twitter. And I'm out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.